Hey, y'all get in here, get in here, get in here. Woo. Come on, y'all. Happy Sunday. We got to talk about what just happened on the show. I think it's, I don't know. I feel like they waited till the end of the season to kind of try to get a little interesting. So come on. We got to talk. We got to get into it. Roll on through here, honey. Roll on through. I need y'all to hit that like button for me, please. And put your like number in the chat. Hit the like button for me, pretty please, with the cherry on top. And put your like number in the chat. Make sure you're using the engagement button on the bottom right-hand side. And that's the circle with the emojis. Hit the button. Send the bubbles up. Let them know you in here, okay? Whew. And I'm looking a little shiny because I'm having a hot flash. Bad one, too. Let me, Dr. J, 1913 sent me a cash out before I could even get going good. That's so sweet. Let me see. Because it's with a personalized note. Oh, Lord. Oh, can you view my note? It's a flower, guys. Thank you, Dr. J. I love my pictures. I don't know. That is just so exciting to me that you can actually get a picture. Y'all know I'm goofy. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Y'all know I'm a little goofy, and I own it. If you goofy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, but look, let me start greeting everybody, and we got to get into this show. So, like I said, if I'm looking a little shiny, forgive me, because it absolutely is one of them hot flash nights, but it ain't stopping no gossip. So I hope y'all laced up, buckled up, and ready to go. Angie, girl, how are you? Thank you for being number 41. Are you new? Welcome. Hey, Anita, thank you for being 43. Let me get on up here to the top. I was trying to go to the top, and I hit somebody's name, so I'm like, well, let me just speak since I'm here. Okay. Woo! Baby, if y'all ain't old, don't do it. It's a scam, okay? It is a scam. They trying to hoodwink and bamboozle you. It will never go right. It never does. Hey, Bianca the beautiful. Y'all, she's telling y'all to hit your like button, get your drinks, and get ready to go. All right, because we got to get into this gossip and this show, this review. Hey, Delicia, how you doing, love? All right, my sister Jackie is number 5. Vita Worship from Denver is number 6. I did eat Vita. Funny story. I ate, but I have not been full in so long that it made me feel sick. It made me feel really, really, really sick. So I probably won't be getting full again ever, because that's really scary to me. That is really scary to me. Like, I don't like the idea of every time I eat feeling sick. So I probably will not be getting full again, but I did eat. Okay, Auntie Eva is here. Thank you for being number 7. And if any of y'all know a solution for that, please let me know. Okay, let me know. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS, thank you for being number 9. What's up, girl? Miss Niecy, number 10. Hey, sis. Hey, how you doing? I love you. I love you. Don D is in the house, and she's number 11, and so is my good sis Angela Davis. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. All right, my sister Yolanda in the house. She number 14. What's going on? Christina with the T. Hey, love. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Don't forget to hit the like button. Jai Star. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you for being number 15. I'm so glad you're here. We don't get to see you all the time. That's a big deal. Hey, C Mays. What's up? That's my girl. She number 14 too. LEL is in the house. My crazy baby. It's one of my crazy babies. Between her, DS, DT, some of y'all, I don't really know how to take y'all. Y'all crazy. But I love you. Hey, KK. Thank you for being 21. Miss Thelma. Hey. How are you? Happy Sunday. My sis that sent me my flower. Thank you, sissy. Thank you for being number 23. Delightful by Design is in the house. Hey, girl. She got on her cowboy hat. All right. I love a country girl now. Oh, girl, we got to talk about them today, baby, because they was on to some stuff. They was on to some stuff today. Hey, Miss Sparkle, y'all. This our resident Mary Kay lady coming in at number 25. My good sis, Miss Gardner, is number 26. We love you. We do. Rochelle, hey, girl. Thank you for being number 27. Trina Taylor is in the house. Hey, now. Thank you for being number 29. I appreciate you. Deborah Randall, we got a Deb, so it's legal. Housewives Talk is going down. Once we got at least one Deb, it can happen. It can definitely happen. We got Cool Gamer in the house, always cool, always in the building. I know that's right, Cool Gamer coming out like Neo in the Matrix. Y'all know what it is. Hey, X, how you doing? Good to see you. We're so happy to have you. Hey, thank you for being number 37, Deborah Randall. We have the beautiful and gorgeous Niecy Rose coming in at number 35, our very own Ghanaian bombshell. We already met Angie Girl. And I'm glad we did. Thank you for being 41. Anita's 43. We got Miriam Sanfleur at number 44, the pretty girl with that gorgeous complexion. Hey, Miss Thelma, what's going down? Hey, Quiet Storm 87, it's our new mama. Hey, how you feeling today? Thank you for being 33. Happy to be happy's 18. What's up, Lady T? All right. Darnell, hi. Now, which Darnell is this? Is this my cousin or is this our homeboy Darnell from another channel? It's so many Darnells. But hey, and welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, this Angie Nichols. Okay, this your other account. Okay. Angie Girl, what your people call? Well, then can we call you Angie Girl? Because we your family too. Hey, DS, crazy girl. What's going on? Good to see you. Miss Peaches NO is in the house. All right. Took a social media break, but you missed us. We missed you too. We did. I love you. I do. Okay. Hey, Brandon Martin. We're going to have, I don't know what Giselle was thinking, but we're going to have a chat about some of them clothes. We are. All right. Happy to be happy. Congratulations on your 30-month royal anniversary. Hey, Tracy Lashley. What's up, Bookie? Thank you for being 51. Catherine Bennett in the house. Hey, girl. We missed you. Brandon, you hit the button at the same time. So listen, we getting down to the end of the greetings. We already at the end, so you know what it is. If anyone else comes in, hey, lovable Lisa, thank you for being 54. Ray all day is 56. So you see how people just be just sliding on in. You know, they slide to the left, slide to the right. Okay, so if anybody slides in after we've already started, if I miss them, don't y'all miss them. Everybody's supposed to feel welcome, not tolerated. Y'all know the rules. If this is your first time being on the porch with us while we are talking about shows, gossip, whatever, please say FTL or first time live so we'll know it was your first time so that we can properly welcome you. Okay. And that goes for everybody. If you see someone that you've never seen before, even if it's not their first time, greet them and say hi. You know, so people know that they, you know, welcome to be where they at. You know what I mean? Everybody want to feel welcome. So let's treat everybody right. Y'all know the rules. We keep the conversations on the people on the screen, the people on the shows, not on each other. So even if you disagree, agree to disagree respectfully because we're family. Tongue and teeth fall out. Kin folks do not. Hey, Anissa Michelle, happy Sunday. All right, y'all, make sure you hit that like button. I think I seen 56 was the last number. Who got like number 72? Who got number 72? Ain't nobody gonna cop to having like number 72, huh? Okay. All right. I see y'all. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Nope. I'm not gonna say anything. Let me get my notebook. Bam. So we got our notebook. And we're gonna talk about this show tonight. It got interesting. I'm gonna tell you this before I get going. This episode on a 1 to 10, I had to give it like a 7, right at about a 7, maybe 7.5, maybe 7.5. Another thing that I'm going to tell you is Kiana is a good fit for that show. Kiana is a good fit for that show. And I think that is the person they should have given a champagne flute, I think is what they do over there. They should have given Kiana a champagne flute. Kiana clocked in. and Kiana is just a friend of the show. If anybody should have been just a friend, it should have been Biz Marquis. I mean, Necrosis. Why she's a full-time cast member with no personality, no ability to activate any other people, no ability to chime in or join in and add to conversations. I don't know. Kiana is a good fit. Hey Tay, hit the like button now. Yolanda, what you say? Say, yeah, Kiana is. She ate Necropolis up, left no crumbs. None. Baby Necronomicon was over there looking just as dead as that animal on top of her head. It was a serious matter. It was. Hey, yes, she is. She's a good addition to the show. She definitely should have been full-time. Absolutely, without a doubt. Yeah, baby, Kiana clocked in this episode. She absolutely did. So let's go on and get started. Nobody wants to tell me they were like number 72. I don't know why it's a secret. Why is it a secret who's number 72? Okay, no problem. I'll just mind my business. Okay. So listen. Well, let me get me some water. Because y'all know, for whatever reason, lately I've been having the issue with like the oxygen and the yawning and stuff, and the water seems to help. So let me keep my water close. Trina say not Biz Marquis because Biz had friends. Chainsaw Massacre mask is ridiculous. He's talking about, okay, I'm 72. So it was you the whole time and you were hiding it? Is that it? Okay, listen, I really do need y'all to like this video. I need y'all to like this video because that's how you help me. Okay. That's the most important support that you can give any content creator, especially Black content creators. We be out here working, hustling. Them other people, half the time they just like regurgitate stuff that they jack off of the actual creatives. So when you see us out here working, and that's not just me, any other Black content creator, if you click on their live, even for 1 second, hit the like button. Please. Okay? Hit it, please. Because that helps. Okay? And share this video. Share it. Because honestly, somebody else might want to sit up and gossip and talk with us too. Tay, thank you for being number 75. I appreciate it. And Trina, thank you for being 72, even though you hid it from me. I thought we was bigger than that. You had your like number and stuff. Okay, and Anissa Michelle says Kiana and Necrosis should swap checks, and Ashley should forfeit her check this season to Kiki on RHOP, who's way more entertaining in a friend of role. Oh my. Listen, there's so many different things that you can do with necrotizing tissue, baby. The possibilities are endless. Whew. So let's get into it. Okay. First of all, so they started off, we kind of saw this part on the sneak peek. We definitely saw this part on the sneak peek where they finished up the beach conversation when Wendy asked them basically what was said. So Wendy walked up, what was y'all talking about? Of course, Giselle is like, we'll talk about it later, as we covered in the notes. On the sneak peek, Wendy and Candiace absolutely did not let it go. I told you, I feel as though Wendy, Candiace, and Karen have had a meeting or two and have decided that the best strategy for these lying heifers is to make them deal with it right then and there in the moment. Do not give them time to think up a lie. And once they give you whatever BS watered down response that they can come up with, then let them know, okay, now we're moving forward, just like that. And so that's what they did. Basically told them, like, girl, ain't nobody talking about your children. Ain't nobody thinking about your children. Candiace went as far, y'all, as to tell her, just to say, when I say I don't like Giselle, I don't want nothing to do with nothing concerning her. Hey, Queena girl, happy Sunday. Please hit the like button. Hey, Vintage. Thank you for being number 69. Say, I don't know what like number I am, 69, 79, or 80. Well, I'm glad you hit it on both devices. Thank you. I love you for that. So she was like, you know, when I say I don't like her, I don't want nothing to do with nothing she got going on. I don't have nothing against her kids. But when she talking, I'm not paying attention. Because it was almost like to me, from Robert's standpoint, Robert was talking like, oh, y'all was looking at y'all phones. Like, how dare you look at your phone? Thank you for being 64, Queena. What do you mean? They can't look at their phone when she talking? Is that really what we saying? We can't, she can't, when Giselle is talking, they should be paying attention. They should do what I do. They should grab their best pen and begin to jot down notes because Giselle is talking. Because see, if Giselle is talking, apparently this is like when E.F. Hutton is talking. Everybody's supposed to be listening. I'm not sure why. Giselle is not even intelligent. Why would anybody want to hear what she talking about? I was always wondering why any of them ever liked her. But anyway, that's where they went with it. Candiace owned it. I don't like her. When she ain't talking, I'm not paying attention. I'm not comfortable because I don't do her. She don't do me. Is the crux of it, okay? So Wendy was like, look, I'm not going to chime in when you're talking about your child. And if we remember, Wendy did not. Wendy only chimed in when it was time to trash my home state, the sunshine state, the gunshine state of Florida, which I didn't like. And I told y'all about that last week because we're going to stop some of that foolishness around here. Okay? Angie says, did you see Dusty Rose and Ric Flair tag team? Child, I ain't studying you. Nadine, hey girl, thank you for being number 68. Okay. Trina says, I'm glad Candiace said it out loud because Gizzard Nick said it out loud. She didn't like Wendy and Robert is ridiculous and pathetic. Always, just like that vein in her forehead just would not stay down tonight. I don't know why. Angela said Bob the Builder was more upset than Gizzard. Well, you know, she's the bouncer, she's the bodyguard, so it's up to her to show the rage for Giselle, you know. She was in her Lou Ferrigno bag, baby. Yolanda says, yes, Candiace, and I don't blame her nor Wendy. I don't either. I don't. Delightful say, why would anyone want to listen to anything Giselle said? I'm wondering. I was wondering. Ray say, can't look at their phones while Nick Rings is chiming. Well, ain't that a blip? I never knew that was a rule on Patamac. I didn't know that. My baby is here. Peanut is number 70. Thank you. Brandon say, yes, ma'am. I rewinded more than once when Giselle spoke because she full of ish and I don't want to miss a thing. Brandon, you a mess. You are a mess. What am I going to do with you? So, y'all, the professor was like, I don't chime in on nothing with your kid because, you know, last time she said, you've weaponized your child against me. Here come necrosis. And Wendy talking, let me just try to jump in. She has nothing to say. She just jumps in. But I'm going to tell y'all what I find entertaining. When that girl jump in, Wendy literally pays her dust. Wendy don't respond to nothing she said. Wendy has no words for her. Wendy don't even she act like nobody was talking. Like maybe there's a ghost in the room. Did anybody feel a draft? Because when she told Giselle, you have weaponized grace against me. Necrosis is sitting there like, what is weaponized? What does weaponized mean? What do you mean? What does weaponized mean? Girl, you so ignorant. You don't know what the word weaponized means. Are we serious right now? But she really said that. Hey, Pasiana, where you been, Bookie? All right. Lord, say I would have went in on Rottweiler Dixon and threw doggy treats when finished. I'm done. Doggy treats? All right, Drew Sadora. So anyway, you know, and she was like, yeah, because that time at the reunion, you told me that I looked at your child crazy or something, and then production played it back. Like production keep trying to help Giselle, and to me, I'm not seeing it. So Wendy, your child walked by, Wendy looked at your child. So if she looked at your child, like literally the lady didn't do nothing to you. But that was all she could come up with to deflect from the fact that Wendy had chewed her up real bad out there in her yard when she told her, jealous of this. No, she said hating on this. When she did them hands, I'm like, I've never done that before, but that was a classic. That indeed was a classic. So they got on past that, and after Candiace said what she said, child, didn't Ashley come jumping up. But why did you chuckle, babe? Why did you chuckle? Girl, mind your business. She could chuckle if she wanted. And so then she was like, are you saying that was for Giselle and it wasn't for the girl? She was like, it's never about no child. She was like, I don't want nothing to do with Giselle. I don't have nothing to do with her. She was like, but I definitely want her children to be well. And Wendy echoed the same sentiment. Ain't nobody at nobody's kids. And then Giselle was angry. She was angry because Karen said what we've all said. Y'all all make faces when each other talk. Y'all make stank faces when Wendy and Candiace talk. They made faces because you was talking. What's the big deal? Giselle, that's when Giselle takes it all the way to somebody, what's the word she used? Because, unlike her, we don't like to lie. She said disparaging. Oh, I would have said something if someone was disparaging Raven. Nobody disparaged your child. No one said a word about your child. Nobody mentioned your child. Nobody said your child's name, address, height, physical description, nothing. Giselle was reaching and flopping. Kelly Harper said Karen called it to Giselle's face. She's scared to confront Wendy directly. Giselle is never ready for Wendy. She can't, because even when she try to lie, Wendy calls on the carpet, hold her to it right then and there, and then she feels even stupider. Let me not talk like her. She feels more stupid. Miss Peaches, thank you for being 77. Okay. So anyway, we get past that. So they was like, definitely about her. Ain't nobody studying the baby. We want the babies to be well. We don't go at people's children, and that's that. Okay. So Candiace was like, so, okay, well, let's not do that then, and we're going to leave it right there. So that got cut. Like before they could turn it into a narrative, before they could turn it into, oh, they're after my children. She was ready to give y'all her best Gone with the Wind impersonation, and it didn't work. It didn't. Hey, Trey Gaming Fish. So anyway, Brandon say, you good, I like stupider. I like to say stuff like that sometimes, playing around, but sometimes I clean it up. Thank you for being 78, Trey. Sometimes I clean it up because I don't want anybody to hear that and assume that I don't know any better. Okay? Because Robert did some bad grammar tonight that I had to take a red pen to. Okay, the baby is asking y'all to please use your engagement button. Send the bubbles up. Let the people know you in here, whether it's a laughing face, crying face, or whatever. If you're mad at me, put something like that in there. Send the bubbles up just so they know we in here and we are engaging with each other. Okay? So anyway, we got past the what was said conversation. Then they talked about, for Ashley, they're going to redo her Havana Nights party or whatever. They're going to redo her Havana Nights party because apparently y'all remember when everything was in the news about the smoke coming down from Canada and it was covering New York and all that. So the smoke or whatever was out. So she had to cancel a party. They're redoing the party. Okay, boom. So they getting ready for the party. We see Necro again, necrophiliac. She had on some pink shorts, look like pink Gucci print shorts and a pink top. Mia is talking to Gordon and she comes in the room. Oh, it's your girlfriend. We doing this again? Well, we pretend like he likes some women, so then you can pretend somebody was trying to holler at your man again like you did with Jackie. But whatever. Not only, oh, here's your girlfriend, went on to say your second wife, necrosis, so they did that whole fake thing. And I'm like, child, when y'all got close, let it go. We're not buying it. Speaking of fake friends, look like next episode she gonna have Sharice, Big Reese, is gonna have a crab boil with Tacky Jackie over there. So that should be very interesting. Now, we see at this point, Giselle had on a dress that she apparently pilfered from the Solid Gold Dancers in 1987. Now, I don't know how she got the dress, whether she knows somebody who knew somebody who was friends with Marilyn McCool. I don't know. It was just a large gold reflective mirror mess. And she kept dancing around as though she thought she had nailed something. And maybe she did. And maybe we just didn't know. But it was interesting. Kiana came out in some gold lame, very resort looking. Ashley looked like she was dressed for like a budget carnival. Yes, Brandon, Giselle was looking like a solid gold dancer. It was scary. It was a mess. Hey, Jen Bunny. Make sure you hit the like button now. Say Giselle looked like a cheap pom-pom from Party City. Child. I'm just telling you, y'all, please hit the like button. So that's what she had on. That goddamn Candiace is a mess. Candiace said Ashley normally looked like a $2 hoe. So I'm thinking she gonna get this girl a compliment. Clearly that must be what she about to do. Oh no, no. She did not. She said she normally looked like a $2 hoe, but today she bringing color, she bringing plastic. So now she looks like a cheap she looks like a Chiquita $2 hoe banana. I said, whoa. Meanwhile, Ashley comes out there trying to do like some kind of samba situation, shaking her, deflated cakes behind her. It was a mess. It looked crazy. It was crazy. Then once Ashley sat down, Giselle gets up to dance around some more. I said, wow, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Wendy had on this cute little two-piece child. She was really giving resort with the whole, off the shoulder crop top with the long skirt, honey. Miss Thing had the hair wrapped up like they was doing it. So they sitting down to eat, everybody passing food and stuff. They asked for something called a chimichurri. Now, y'all can tell me in the chat what the hell a chimichurri is. It don't sound like a goddamn thing I'm finna eat. Okay? But that's what was going on. And Candiace looking for a chimichurri. And so Robert, like, oh, here it goes. So everybody's being cordial. Now, this is where I'm looking at Karen funny. Karen, if everybody chilling, everybody being cordial, why is you gonna bring this up? Talking about let's address the elephant in the room. And y'all had this conversation on the beach and it ended really rough. And is there any way y'all can talk? And you say it's like some kind of burrito? Oh, okay. Okay, like a burrito. Got it. That ain't no pork skin. That's a chicharrone. I know what that is. Anything to do with pork, I know about that. Tequila was flowing though. It was. You say it's a Mexican sweet Mexican pastry. Is it like a burrito pastry? I'm asking, like, because it sounded frightening. I'm gonna just tell you that. I wasn't comfortable. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable. Hey, D. Marie. So listen. Here go Karen. Yeah, y'all ended rough. Is there any way that y'all could have some progress? Robert, you and Candiace. And I'm sitting there like, Karen, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? Yes, I believe that. I believe they're cutting up scenes and not showing it in order. Something is going wrong. Because I'm like, if everybody chilling, eating, relaxing, I do not understand why on earth Karen would bring that up. That was the worst time. Like, that was some Giselle type stuff, honestly, Karen. So a chimichurri is a Dominican sandwich. And okay. Hey, Tiffany J, happy Sunday. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Dana Cutler Steelers Nation is in the house with like number 93. Thank you so much. So look, Robert jumps in immediately and says, well, from what I experienced, here we go with this victim stuff. And she says from what I experienced, hey, my argument is Candiace don't feel like she did nothing to me. So I'm sitting there like I'm waiting on the punchline. I'm waiting on her to deliver. What exactly did Candiace do to you? I'm waiting, but it wasn't forthcoming. Not in any way that made sense. This is where she was so busy lying and in her feelings. The life would say production probably told her to bring it up. Probably did. But yeah, so this is when the grammar got bad. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If somebody normally isn't that incoherent, their grammar is not the best, maybe, but it gets real bad. You're one of two things. You're either extra emotional, impressed about what you're talking about, or you lying. And sometimes it be both. Sometimes it's both. So she sat there and she was saying, you slandered me like it was multiple. You did it. It was you slandered me and you were online multiple of times. And I said, multiple of times. I said, do you mean she did it multiple times? I was just listening to her while she was just rambling on. And she was like, you went to Twitter and you didn't call me when I was going through this. Instead, you tried to weaponize Twitter against me. And I'm trying to figure out weaponize Twitter against you. None of that was coherent to me. Then she goes on to say that what you did, do you know that what you did was defamation? And so Candiace stopped her. She was like, me talking about how I feel is not defamation, because it's not. And I feel like Candiace had every right to feel how she felt. She did. So Don D said chimichurri is a sauce for the meat. It's either spicy or mild. Mexican food. Okay. Well, y'all teaching me, because I was trying to figure out what the hell chimichurri was. Right. It's not slander if it's true. And here's the thing. Hey, Tutu, for your info. Thank you for being 88. I feel as though the part, Lord, I'm being clumsy. I feel as though the part that we know is true is that is how Candiace felt. So if she talking about her feelings, only she can say that that is indeed how she felt. And if Candiace is telling you that that's how she felt, what the hell was she? What was she lying about? Who was she slandering? She spoke on how she felt about what took place and how she felt you could have played a part in it. So if she talking about her feelings, who did she slander? Hey, Lala. Tell them again. Hit the button. Hey, Emma Crawford. Thank you so much for being 89. So it just wasn't making sense to me. It just wasn't making sense. Evie says she want Candiace to backpedal on calling her out for lying on her storyline. Right. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So once that was a flop, once that was a complete flop, and it was, then she goes, well, you know, that again, Candiace was like, I'm speaking on how I felt. Wendy was trying to mediate, but basically saying, well, I felt as though she was acknowledging how Robin was feeling, because obviously Robert was feeling something. And she was like, but that's not fair to say, because we don't know how we would react if we were put in a certain situation. So Robert then did what she always does. She wasn't in a situation. I didn't do anything to her. Okay, we could say that. We could say that overtly you didn't do a lot, but you did something. You did something. Now, do y'all mind if we go back down memory lane? If y'all don't mind, type it out, sing it for me in the chat, and we're going to go. If y'all don't mind, can we go? Can we go? Hey, Shani, thank you for being 95. Can we go? Because I want to go. That's one of my favorite places. Back down memory lane. Can we go? Because I want to go. We're going to go a little bit. I was waiting for permission, but since y'all ain't talking, y'all ain't say I can't, so we finna go. Okay, y'all went with Brandon and Kelly and Jim Bunny say we could go, so we going. Okay, so last season, when all this went down, if we recall, initially, Robert said, I don't think, why didn't you say something then? She then met up with Candiace and Chris and said what we saw tonight, because that's the only thing production played, but production conveniently left out everything else that Robert did do. Hey, just me, Cheryl. So after she met up with Candiace and Chris and was like, oh, I don't believe he did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything blase Skippy, right? So then we get Robert meeting up with Mia to carry a story that she claims she doesn't believe is true. Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Okay. So while she's saying out of her mouth in front of the camera, just so she can technically say, oh, I didn't believe it, she then went to make sure that she spread it to other cast members. Callie says she remember. Okay. Yeah, I don't want y'all to get to the end of my live and say, oh, yeah, now I remember. She did that. Went to Bigfoot Mia, went over there to that Yeti and said, oh, Giselle said that this and that, and this happened and that happened. Mm-hmm. You remember that? So around that time, that's when Mia decided she was going to throw her lie in there too. Mia can't miss an opportunity to lie. She cannot. She can't miss an opportunity to lie. Oh, yeah, I have a story. So Robert was all excited. Ooh, she went later. Oh, yeah, what happened? Y'all remember that? And that's when Mia was like, he was watching me like he was staring at me. And I'm sitting there like, if he did, it was probably because he was trying to figure out, is it a boy or a girl? But then when production rolled it back, Chris was not looking at her. Chris was nowhere near her. So they just lied. Yep, she made sure it was a topic on the show. Y'all know now, I might forget what I ate for breakfast, but I will not forget no gossip. She went on later to make sure that it was a conversation with Ashley. When Ashley did the conversation, it was, I believe, when Ashley was in it, I think it was her and Giselle in it. I'm not sure on that one, but that's when then we get Ashley's lie. Oh, he was in my inbox. He was trying to holler at me. He was saying something inappropriate 3 a.m. Okay, this was all before Sesame Street / the dragon from Mulan told her lie. Then we gonna fast forward. We get to the reunion. Hey, Miss Weedy Pooh, thank you for being 100. Then when we get to the reunion, her tone had completely changed, and she sat up on that stage, in that chalk blue dress, looking like a piece of a pool table chalk, billiard chalk blue, with that silver pipe clean across it, showing off how wide her shoulders are, saying, "Can we just agree that it's not a good idea for a man to be in a hotel room with a woman?" Knowing your man not only was in the hotel room, he paid for the hotel room and had people grabbing their ankles and stuff, and tried to bring a friend. So yes, Robert, this is why that girl feels like she feels. Then after all of that, because she called out how she felt about it, you then went on that podcast, you and your thick-necked friend, and y'all sat there claiming, "Oh, we've seen enough that we know something happened that shouldn't have happened." The only thing happened that shouldn't have happened was that lady with them deep neck slashes sat up there and lied and said that man tried to holler at her behind some fried chicken on Instagram. That's the only thing happened that shouldn't have happened. Hello, good night. So Robert, in my opinion, wanted to try to rewrite history. She didn't do anything. She did nothing at all for Candiace to be suspicious of your participation in Giselle's lie. In them lies. In the lines and lines and lies of lies. Right. The friend of my enemy is my enemy, that too. However, Robert actively participated in ways that made that girl feel as though you were complicit in the lies that was being told on her husband. And Ray all day got some advice too. Men shouldn't be in laundromats and nail salons with other women as well. Amen. Anissa, don't be doing that while you driving, girl. So at that point, after she tried to rewrite history and, "Oh, she did so much to me," Candiace was like, "Child, Robert is such a victim. She's such a victim." And around that time, Ashley jumps in because, anytime Candiace speaks, Ashley have to jump in. She ain't got nothing else going on. So she jumps in and says, "Well, do you still feel that way? You still believe she had a part in it?" So Candiace was like, "To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel." She said, "But it doesn't matter." And so, of course, Mia is trying to get loud, like, "Team Yellow, we already see that y'all hoes done had a meeting and decided all y'all finna agree on some stuff. Okay? Brandon, what I did now? You say, here she go with the deep neck slashes. Don't have to make her catch strays. First of all, that lady made herself catch strays. When you jump out and lie and say a man done got you pregnant and you went to a whole abortion clinic in a state where abortions are illegal with paperwork from another state, while lying on this woman's husband, showing pictures of body parts that don't belong to the man with tattoos that don't exist. Any strays she get, they were hers. They really not even strays. They was addressed to her, because it's never okay to sit up and lie on people. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So anyway, Mia tries to jump in. "Oh, well, like, huh. What y'all laughing for?" She says she don't know. She could have just said, "Yeah, I still believe it." But she don't know, so she owned that. She said, "I really don't know whether I still believe it or not, but it don't matter." And it don't. It really don't. And so, of course, necrosis, she don't know what to do. She's sitting there like normal, just like normal, looking like a tchotchke, like a whatnot, like a knick-knack, sitting there collecting dust. And I don't know who pressed her button for her to jump in and say, like, you're open to move forward with her, right? You're open. And so Candiace was like, child, I'm open to shut my mouth and move the hell on. That's what I'm open to do. Left her sitting there looking dusty and stupid as ever. So anyway, they pulled this. I forgot which one it was. It might have been it might have been the necromancer that told Ashley, well, what did you learn from your 34th year? Something stupid. So we get this whole long, dry, boring, stupid, fake soliloquy from Pennywise the Clown, which y'all call Ashley. I learned to pursue what's in my heart, and I've had 8 birthdays with these ladies, and they've been here for the birth of my children and the opening and the closing of my restaurant, and now I'm starting a new chapter, blah, 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 blah. I was sitting there the whole time thinking, bravo, please let this be her swan song. Please let this be the coup de grace. Please let this be the end, because this is so tiring. And it talks about her new chapter, fake nostalgia, blah, blah, blah. They dance around, they jump in pools. The night ends. Thank God. So the next day, Robert calls her mama. Everybody else calling their man. Robert called her mama. Why you ain't called Juan? You ain't want Juan to cuss you out while you was down there in the Dominican Republic. I thought that was funny. I'm sorry. That tickled me. I'm like, so Ashley called, I'm sure at that point, I don't think we saw Ashley make her call yet. But the necromancer called Mohawk. Wendy done called Eddie. Candiace done called Chris. And goddamn, Robert is calling Mama Gladys. I said, what is going on? Okay, fine. So then Giselle wants to talk to Karen, y'all. Giselle go sit down with Karen at the hot tub. They got their foots in the water. And Giselle says she want to talk to her about the Surrey County trip. Girl, how long ago was this? Giselle, how long ago was this? She said she wanted to talk to her about the Surrey County trip and that the people you invited, and that's why I didn't go. And she said, I didn't want to go because you act different when you around Wendy and Candiace. She did all that just so she could talk about the beach from the day before. She brought up Surrey County and why she didn't go to Surrey County, and you act different around Candiace and Chris, just to circle all the way back around. Giselle is tiring. Now I feel like Gaucher from Bold and Bougie. Now I see why you ain't got no man. She's exhausting, y'all. No, absolutely. So exhausting. So she was like on the beach and you didn't stick up for me. And I was just waiting for you to say that kids are off limits. And that's all I was waiting for you to say. And you didn't say it. And this ain't about, I know you ride the fence and you the fence and all this stuff. Whatever. So Karen say, look, I'm not doing sides. Giselle tried to jump in and get excited and emotional. Karen say, hold on. Hold it down. Hold it down. She said, I'm not taking sides. And she said, frankly, this mess is getting old. I say, baby, you better do it, Karen. This is why she's the grand dame, and you just, old she of the she shed. She said, it's getting old. She said, and you waiting on me to say kids is off limits. She said, Giselle, you were there. Say it your GD self. Why the hell didn't you say kids is off limits? Your mouth works. Like, what is your problem? I say, well, you better go ahead on and tell her the truth, Karen, because we sick of her. All us sick of her. Okay? And she was like, look, your issue with these ladies is not my problem. She said, your problem is with my friends. You need to handle it. And I'm with her 100%. So she's like, well, I just don't want to feel like when you with them, you trashing me. Why would you feel that way? Because she's not going along with your mess. Not going along with your mess means somebody trashing you, girl, bye. Girl, bye. So anyway, so Karen was like, oh, well, that ain't what's going on. Production tried to turn it into something, but at the end of the day, what's pitiful is what production tried to use to make Giselle's case for her, with Karen telling Candiace, like, hey, you don't have to go in the room to run from Giselle's antics with the grand dame bull crap. because Giselle does this stuff because she don't have nothing else going on. That's not trashing you, girl. That's telling the truth. What you selling? Socks with a G and an A printed on it? You don't have nothing going on for yourself. You are in a she shed in the middle of Bethesda with an obstacle course in your yard. Listen, she didn't even go in on you. She just told the girl, hey, I don't let that stuff get to me. Because Giselle ain't got nothing else going on. This all she got. Yeah, she need a bandwagon. She want everybody on her side so she can ice certain people out, and it's not working. She don't like Karen. That's why she pulled that new Grand Dame bull crap with this girl on the outskirts, according to Karen, a clowning instead of a crowning, all because you don't like Karen. You just want to pretend to like Karen, hoping that she will take your side and help you ice out those black girls. Ooh, poor rings. Shani says, we not in middle school. Your beef is not my beef. It is not. It's not. Brandon say Giselle need to get that mean spirit out of her. It's aged her so much. It has. It really has, y'all. But you know they say sin disfigures. She feel that way because that's what she do to Karen. Right. Giselle feels that way because that's what her neck does. Whew, y'all in this, boy, the neck of it all. It's a lot of necks going on around here. Giselle need to turn Karen on Wendy and Candiace to break up that alliance. Right. And the fact that she see it's not working, she's beside herself trying to make up. She's trying to create and concoct reasons why Karen should try to distance herself to prove to her that she's not too friendly with Karen, with Candiace and Wendy. Like, why can't she be friendly with them? What's your problem? Don D say, I see now why her and Rob are friends. They both may not bathe too well, stinking in a new dress. Yes, because baby, when she gonna hug up on Karen, talking about me, and tried to compare her and Karen to Brandy and Monica, girl, you're neither one. You're neither. And then for her to say, well, Brandy had the better career. Girl, you better leave Gunica name out your mouth because we know Gunica we call her that for a reason. You might want to be quiet because she won't have a problem dealing with you, girl. That's number one. And number two, talking about something like, you ain't perfect, like your breath stink. And Karen say, and your booty hole stink. She said, did you smell it? She said, yeah, last night while you was calling yourself trying to dance around in that dress. And what's funny is I believe Karen when she said that heifer was stinking. I believe it. I'm going to just say that. I believe it. And she tried to kiki it off or kiki hell. Kiki hell. Shannon, not only do Monica have hits, Monica got a better voice and argue with anybody you want to, but it won't be me. Yes, Dr. J, because Karen told her to her face, your booty hole was stinking. Yep, that's what she said. The one that stank and not the one that wink. Yep, Karen did her just like that. Yep, pile driver off the top turnbuckle. Sure did. So that went on. So then later they want to go to the castle, and it was talking about it was so hot in the restaurant. And when they kept talking about how hot it was, I was like, oh, I know y'all hoes stinking that sprinter. The ones of y'all that don't bathe, I know y'all stink. I know y'all stink. I ain't even got to ask. I know you stink. Especially after we just got this booty hole surprise. And we know that Robert ain't exactly fond of soap and water anyway. Brandon say, good gosh almighty. Why you got to say that about that woman? I ain't the one said it. Karen said her booty hole stink. Was I there? Ain't nobody invite me. You know they don't let people like me on no TV show. We ain't allowed nowhere but the internet and our living rooms. And the occasional backyard barbecue or fish fry. Sometimes a crab boil. We is not allowed on television, and y'all know it. Okay? Shannon said, I think little Robert Dixon and the Yeti all stink. They look like they smell. I don't know that about Big Mia. I feel like Big Mia bathes because she look clean all the time. She's, a little rough in the face, but she look like she bathing. So she better pick that leg up and wash. Yes. And Giselle ain't got enough booty to where she got to put it up on the soap dish, but she might need to hitch it up on the edge of the tub and get up in there because something ain't right. Karen said it. It's not me. I will not take the rap for that. Karen said her booty hole stank. I've never smelled that woman's booty hole. I never want to smell her booty hole. Let me be very clear. I don't want no parts of Giselle's booty hole. None. And apparently I'm not the only person that don't want no parts of it. And I'm gonna leave that right there. So they out there getting in the Sprinter talking about, and Ashley talking about, oh, it's hot. The heat from the Sprinter, and it's hot outside. And I'm sitting there like, girl, ain't you the one always talking about your cat sweating and your butt sweating? I was like, oh, I know that Sprinter smell like hot but dussy. You not gonna tell me it don't smell like a box full of puppies in that darn Sprinter. You're not. And I wouldn't even roll with them unless I could sit by the door with in the front seat with the window cranked down. Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no way. Not wash behind your knees. Not wash behind your knees. So listen. So they gets over there to the historic area. They say it's a 16th century church over there. Robert talking about she think Michael Jackson got married over there. I don't know. Queen, why I got to go to the corner? Karen the one said the lady booty hole was stank. Can we send Karen to the corner? Can we send the grand dame to the corner? Because I didn't do what she did. I didn't. So Kelly Harper said, Ashley, don't wear no drawers. You just imagine that. So anyway, they get out over there. They taking pictures. Kiana had a little migraine and they had to make a bathroom run. But you look like she started getting herself right back together. You know, she was doing pretty good. While they at the table getting their food, cats is roaming around freely. I say, boy, cats got nerve. Mia got scared by one of them. I thought that was pretty funny. Because, you know, other countries let them cats be roaming. I seen it was somewhere, oh my God, some foreign country, the people was out there and the cats just walk up to you while you at the cafe. They be begging for people food and stuff. Some of them cats got a lot of nerve. So I thought that was a real cute little thing that I would have never known. Okay? I would have never known. Brandon, what you say? You say, LMAO, because I never know what I'm going to get from you on this porch. The other night it was rectums being grabbed. Tonight it's stank booty holes. And both times it wasn't me. Both times. First time the guy said that Puffy grabbed his anus. I don't know. And all I said was, the only thing I added to that conversation was, I don't know where he left his anus at for Puffy to grab it. Did he know it was his? Did Puffy think he was grabbing his own? I don't know. I keep my anus with me at all times. And in this situation, Karen Huger said that Giselle's booty hole was stinking. Those were her words verbatim. I added nothing to that other than I don't want nothing to do with that lady's booty hole. That's all I said. And you know what? Why am I defending this? Because y'all don't want nothing to do with Giselle's booty hole either. Now, do you? Which one of y'all want something to do with Giselle's booty hole? Because I don't. I don't believe none of y'all want nothing to do with it. Y'all ain't gonna get me like I'm the only one that don't want nothing to do with that lady booty hole. Don't none of y'all want nothing to do with that lady's booty hole. None of you. So they sitting up there eating and stuff, and they talked about, you know, Karen with her health. Karen talking about her health. Mia want to ask her about the trainer. She wants to see the trainer. I want to know about the trainer. Who's the trainer? When we gonna get to see the trainer? So I'm trying to figure out if the lady talking about, thank you, Queena. Queena say I get a pass because I didn't do it this time. I know I'm guilty of a lot of stuff, but not this time. Thank you. Pretty does not excuse not bathing. Because if you stink, that takes your pretty number down by 3.7. So she said it was this guy named Vernon. Apparently, everybody already knows Vernon. Vernon is not new to the area. Everybody know Vernon, including Ashley. So it sounds like Ashley real friendly with Vernon, the black ex-NFL player who is now working as a trainer and training Karen. Okay? So Karen, you know, y'all know Karen just be talking crazy and telling everything, all kind of stuff that just, you know, make you uncomfortable. So Karen talking about she working on her inner thighs. And of course, Giselle's tried to say something nasty, and Karen was like, you talk like that. I don't. And of course, you got Robert and Mia talking filth in the confessional. Oh, and Robert talking about this. She's always saying she wants eye candy. She wants to unwrap that candy. Well, why don't you go home and unwrap some goddamn candy? And maybe this man can stay out of laundromats, nail salons, and hotels. But that ain't none of my business because he ain't none of my man. However, back to Ashley. They want to know what kind of friends you is with Vernon. They asked what kind of friend she was with Vernon. Child, Ashley jumped up and ran her behind to the bathroom. She ran. She ran like she got a bladder my age. Baby, she took off because y'all know us ladies of a certain age when we got to pee, we got to pee. Put a one in the chat if you's a lady of a certain age and y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm saying. When our bladders ain't what they used to be, okay? And as soon as you feel like you got to pee, when you stand up, if you don't hurry up and trot to that bathroom, you're gonna be standing in a puddle. Okay, I know. And that's how Ashley ran. So some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, it ain't just me. This girl say he ain't none of Robert man either. I'm through. Well, I guess he ain't Robert man. You right. I'm with you when you're right. He ain't none of her man either. I'm just glad I'm not the only one that know what it is when you got to hit that quick trot to the bathroom. It ain't no game. It ain't no game. We done had them churn. Our bladders ain't no good no more. And Auntie Eva said, I'm not admitting that, girl. You just did. You just did. Just by saying that. And so that's how she jumped up, ran her tail to the bathroom. Like she thought people was going to let it go. So them heifers sat to the table speculating, talking about, what's going on. And you think it was this? Well, she did say that she had a little, a little thingy thing back in January with a former friend, a hit and a quit. Shannon say she got the poison in the closet. I was thinking about poise, but I don't know if I'm ready to go that far. I don't know if I wants to be wearing one of them. I got to think about it some more. Give me some more time to think about it. I might join you. And so they waited for her. They speculated, trying to figure out what was going on. And baby, she came back out that bathroom and they was waiting on her. Yes, they was. Them nosy cows was waiting on her when she brought her tail out the bathroom to ask about Vernon again. So she sat there and she told him what she had to tell him about Vernon, and that they, he's just a friend. He's just a friend is what she said. That's how she left it. So Karen then goes on to tell all of the ladies what Giselle tried to talk to her privately about. She brought it to the whole group, as she should. Hey, Miss Mike, make sure you hit the like button, girl. And so Mia hurry up and chimes in. I agree. You do act different when Wendy and Candiace is around. And I'm like, okay, so they're a part of the group. What are you saying? So I guess they had done decided we gonna all get together and we're gonna agree to this. And this is gonna make Karen so uncomfortable that she'll have to Shannon, now you doing what the women was doing, trying to figure it out. So anyway, and she chimes in, yes, I agree. And Mia say, well, they make you act mean. And so production tried to help her out because Karen told me about her tail. When she called, she told her about the old dog, and she said, girl, you the trick. And then with everything else, with her telling Mia, like, girl, you wasn't right for what you did. And if anything, I didn't tell nobody about you meeting up to go with no rapper and going with somebody's husband. That wasn't her being mean or whatever. Mia tried to get Robert to jump in and like jump on the bandwagon. Robert was like, me and her don't have no friendly relationship like that, so I'd be expecting zero from Karen. And so Karen was like, well, Robert, thank you so much for being honest, because I expect zero from you too. It was funny in the moment, baby. You had to be there. And so Wendy was like, well, honestly, I don't think she's acting different. I think, or mean. She said, I think she's just holding y'all accountable. I say, woo, child. And then here come Kiana. That's why I say Kiana's a good addition. She is. Now, she had me side-eyeing her, acting like she didn't get that ginger ale from that girl. But Kiana's a good addition, y'all. So Kiana jumps in and she was just like, y'all have a disconnect. The elephant in the room is obviously like this huge disconnect between Candiace and Giselle and everything. And Wendy was like telling her, like, it's not just like that. She's like, what you're saying is these are people that used to be friends. And and she was like, even with her and Giselle, she was like, we used to be friends. And production flashed back to when they were friendly. And she was like, it's not like that now. And so Giselle agreed that no, they're not friends anymore. And so Kiana was just like, but it's just kind of the elephant in the room. And that's true. There was the elephant in the room. So at that point, you know, when every plot has been thwarted, they decide to split up for their activitars. They're going to go to different activities. We got them going skeet shooting and tennis. So I'm like, okay, let's see what's going on with these two split ups. So let me tell y'all how they did it. This how Robert thought she was being cute, honey. Thought she was being cute. So for the skeet shooting, you had Robert and Reigns, neck and shoulders, what y'all call them. You had Kiana, Ashley, and the necromancer. Okay. So it was Team Yellow with the flunky, and they brought Kiana, I guess, trying to see if they could flip her and interrogate her. Okay. Then for tennis, of course, you had the regular girls, but they sent Mia. So I guess so Mia could stir up mess. Hey, Kenya 330, thank you for being 117. So she could stir up mess and spy and run back and repeat what was said. Baby, but this girl, the Yeti, fell in her own trap, y'all. The large Hispanic gentleman fell into his own trap. Let me tell you. Fell into his own trap. So they out there, everybody chilling, right? We start off by saying they didn't wait no time. The first person to shoot over at the skeet shooting, that's when they shoot off. They hit the release thing to release the those clay birds into the air. Yeah, some of y'all used to play Duck Hunt on Nintendo back in the day. So they released the clay birds and you got to shoot and pop the clay bird and then you done. So Kiana went first and she was dressed for sports stuff. They should have sent her for tennis, but they brought her there so that way they could interrogate her. Okay. So she did hers, and as soon as she was done, then Necrophilia went over there to do hers. So while Necrophilia doing hers, you got Team Yellow giving a good old interrogation to Kiana. Oh, how you enjoying it? She's like, I'm having a wonderful time. It's so wonderful. Hey, M. Guerrero, thank you for being 118. So she's like, I'm having a wonderful time. Everything is so great. Blah, blah, Skippy. Immediately, here come Robert. Did Wendy tell you anything about everybody? Like try to fill you in on everybody before you came? And the girl was like, no, she didn't. She was like, it's obvious shade, but she ain't never said nothing like she didn't like Giselle or nothing like for what? Because and I'm sitting there like, well, Wendy, y'all did the whole fake apology thing last season. So why would you be still trying to act like you got a problem with Wendy? What's your problem exactly? Hey, J Town and Blue Moon Chocolate Factory podcast. And so it was about that time. So, Kiana was just explaining like it's shade, but she ain't never just said she don't like Giselle. She was like, I think more so her focus was on the issue she had with necrosis. So, that's just what that was. And just like, and all she said was, I don't really understand the whole thing from a cultural aspect. She said, I'm still trying to get it, but I really don't get it. And so, that's just what it is. And so necrosis comes back over there, sits down in the middle of the conversation, didn't even really know what was happening. By this time, Robert done jumped up and left because she want to go skeet shoot. But once she couldn't get no dirt on Wendy, she was checked out anyway. So necrosis jumps in immediately like, but did you tell her that? Did you tell her to just apologize? And so the girl wasn't even telling her to apologize to nobody. She was just saying, if I was in that type of situation, I would have just apologized and moved on. And that's just that. Hey, generous soul. And so she was like, are you telling her that? Are you saying the same thing to her? And so she's like, look at her like, you good? And so she was like, look, all I'm going to say is you apologized. It worked for you. It didn't work for her. And that's just kind of what it is. Well, I don't care. Why are you yelling? Because if I was necrosis, I'd have asked her, why are you yelling? Why are we doing this? And so she's like, she, got a little buck. So Kiana was like, is there something else? Like, is there another issue? I felt like it was a fair question because if it's not another issue, why are you so hyped up? Like, girl, why are you pressed? What Cardi B just said in that last song she put out, I'm pressure. Y'all pressed. I'm starting to feel like Wendy Osefo must be pressure. Because Nick Nack Paddywhack is pressed. What the hell is going on? I was with Kiana. Like, girl, you better ask the questions the rest of us want answers to. What is going on? So she was like, you tell me, you stirring pots that don't need to be stirred, you stirring my pots. And I'm like, what pot? So Kiana was like, girl, this thing is stirred something and I'm off it. She was like, this mess is old and stale. She cleared her so bad. I mean, cleared her effortlessly. Like, girl, ain't nobody doing that with you. And then at this point, Giselle's sitting up there trying to act like she confused. You're not confused. You the one started it. And so when the conversation and this girl's situation with Wendy came up, she over here trying to nook if you buck with that dead animal on her head. I need somebody to start a change.org petition that will force her to take that Daniel Boone coonskin cap off the top of her goddamn head. I'm tired. This is not a frontier western. Ma'am, get that buckskin off your scalp. That is not a wig. We all know it, and we clocked your tea. I want it gone. So anyway, at this point, we switch over to the tennis girls. And the tennis girls was actually having fun. Okay? They was having a good old time. I mean, a good old time. Mia decides she gonna get the conversation going. She talking about foot stuff. And that y'all know how some men got foot fetishes. Yes, what y'all just said. That part, what y'all just said. Auntie Eva said, I think the ASPCA need to go after her for wearing their animals on. Child, somebody better call Peter. Don't call the ASPCA, call Peter on her. Now, them people like throw cups of blood on people's fur coats. Where them people at about that wig? So, Jim Bunny say she got that founding father's wig on 7 years ago. Get out of here. I can't fool with y'all. So, she talking about the foot fetishes and so she was like, and she said people be doing foot stuff on OnlyFans. So they asked her, like, girl, is you on the OnlyFans with your feet? And so she said, no, I used to do that. I used to do foot stuff. And they would come to the club and they would pay me to put my foot in their chest. And I'm sitting there like, at that point, you ever hear something and you waiting on the punchline, and when you hear it, it just take all the air out your chest. Y'all, my chest about caved in. I was so deflated. I was so beaten. Mia, ain't nobody paid you to put the mud mashers in their chest. Ain't nobody paid you to put them great big mud mashers, them mud flaps, them flippers in their goddamn chest. That girl foot so big she could wear the shoe box. Dang the shoe. She could wear the box. And she up here talking about somebody paid her. Was it for euthanasia? They was ready to go to glory. They was trying to walk up the King's Highway. What was it? Did they give you the money and lay down and say, take me to the king? What did they want you to do? Putting your great big old mud flippers in the middle of their chest. While they were sitting down, did they lay down on the floor first? What was you? It just sounded stupid. Wendy Crazy Tail talking about something. We gonna call her Socrates because she always got a story. And production went running back through the cavalcade of lies that Mia has told. And I mean the cavalcade. She done told so many lies since she been on this show. I'm not going back down memory lane. It's too many of them. Callie talking about she threw up in her mouth a little bit. Listen, she telling y'all she Jack Kevorkian and she was helping people go see the Lord. That's what she was trying to tell y'all on the cool. And so then they get on the Ashley divorce talk. She wanted to bring up the Ashley divorce talk. The large Hispanic gentleman. And then we're gonna get back over there to the boring skeet shoot crap, because this right here is where it got good. So she brings it up and she's gonna sit down with them who she know ain't close with Ashley like that. You know, Candiace definitely ain't close with Ashley. So while you would sit in a conversation or in a setting with Candiace, who you know ain't close with this lady, to repeat what she said to you at your house when it was just you and her talking, Mia nasty. So she repeated what the girl said, and I feel like she's staying because she a gold digger. She married because she was a gold digger, and she not leaving because of stability and blase squaze. The other ladies was real empathetic. Wendy talked about being a child of divorce and stuff like that, and you know, understanding about the stability. Karen was talking about it from the angle of, hey, you know, when she did go through a divorce, she was glad that her mama was there because she said it was like having an amputation with no anesthesia. I said, wow, like I've been divorced before, but it didn't feel like all that. But okay, y'all, you know, like they was really getting into the, you know, in the woman aspect of it, you know, how it feels to be a woman. And so Wendy closed it out by saying, like, you know, that old saying, everybody want to go to heaven, don't nobody want to die. And she says she want the divorce, but she not ready to do it right now. Like everybody was empathetic. Child, Mia flat out called a girl a gold digger. I say, boy, that large Hispanic gentleman set a trap and jumped in it herself. Hey, prognosis, jumped dead in it. So over there to the skeet shooting, they bring up Vernon again. Ashley let them know that she done flirted with him before. He's not her type. Well, no, Giselle said, well, he ain't your type, he black. And all that for them to be like, you know, oh no, she say she like black men. I'm like, Giselle, like, what are you? It's a lot. Prognosis, thank you for being 121. So that happened. So anyway, they get back to the cottage. This gets interesting. So Ashley calls to talk to her children. And they is over to Micah house. Okay. They wasn't with the nanny this time. They was with Michael, Darby, their daddy, her husband. So she talking to the children. The video was on while she talked to the children. He saw that the people was filming. He turned their camera off. And she talking about, Michael, turn the camera on. I want to talk to the children. I want to see the children, not you. And so he wouldn't turn it on. And so she was like, oh, Michael, he see the camera. That's why he turned it off. Because he said if he's ever on the camera again, he ever seen on camera, he say he gonna sue me. And I'm like, how he gonna sue you if he's ever on camera? Girl, bye. So anyway, like I told y'all last season, that fake divorce was a cover story just because he no longer wants to be on that show. Michael Darby say, I got enough money that I can hunch whoever I want to hunch in peace. You could stay or you could go. And that's just what it is. So I thought that was interesting. Like she was a little embarrassed, but he wasn't with it. He wasn't with it. So anyway, it gets to dinner. Get ready to go to dinner. Everybody done got dressed. Ashley, I don't know what Ashley had on. It was colorful and some shorts. You know, she gonna put on some shorts. Her and Giselle is up there trying to TikTok. Giselle got on this shiny orange strapless tube dress. I don't know what that was. It was giving tropical seal action, but she had it. Robert is up here in this teal pleated shiny romper. I don't know what that was about. It was another strapless situation. It was some things going on. Candiace was complimenting Kiana on her booberies. You know, she's like, if I buy some, I want them kind. Them is nice. Hey, my beautiful. Hey, Couture Bay. So that was, you know, everybody looked pretty decent except for them, you know, the misfits. They never do. They had on. And what happened next? Let me get back to my notes. Oh, when they get to the dinner table, then we get Nick. I guess she had an assignment to ask Candiace what happened to the tennis. So Candiace was like, oh, everything was fine. And when we started talking about Ashley's divorce a little bit, Mia wanted to talk about Ashley's divorce. And baby, the good professor came in. Yes, she did. Hey, Inell, thank you for being 124. The good professor came in and told them people straight up. She said, oh yeah, we was talking about it. And basically lets Ashley know while we was talking about it, Mia said she felt like he was a gold digger, and she actually used that word. Ashley was looking crazy, and Mia was like, yeah, I did use that word. I called you a gold digger. She said, cause last year you was tick-tocking around. I'm getting a divorce. But I told y'all last year when she was doing that, I'm like, girl, by next year, she gonna turn around and say that she not getting no divorce and she's staying for them children. And what we got going on right now, not getting a divorce, she's staying for stability for her children. But y'all know all before. Mia be lying, but Mia wasn't lying that time. I'm getting a divorce. Hey, I'm getting a divorce. And she was like, and she's like, basically, I feel like you staying now because that prenup ain't go like it was finna go. And so you finna get you some, you need that money to keep doing what you do. So that's just what it is. And so Ashley tried to flip it back at Mia, and I'm like, girl, this ain't Candiace. That girl will lie, twist, and turn like a sidewinder. You'll never pin her down on it. She don't care, and she ain't got no shame. This is the girl from the Lobster and Steak Evening Gown Strip Club where she put feet in people's chests to get $10,000 for conversations. And she's an heiress. You can't pin her down. Forget about it. Talking about some, did you marry Gordon for money? She said, I might have. So Kiana caught it quick. That's why I like that darn Kiana. I don't know why. Let me tell you something. I don't know why they got necktie over there. She ain't bringing nothing. Kiana said, well, that can't be true because didn't you just tell us last night he ain't had no money when you met him and you had more than him? And so Giselle was like, well, that's not true. You know that can't be true. She didn't get with him for money. Yes, the hell she did, because y'all know, I know, the Lord know that girl was broke as Job's turkey at the Lobster and Steak Evening Gown Stripper Club where she put feet in chests, Lord. Oh, man. God's child, thank you so much for the cash out. She said a personal note. Wait. Y'all got to see the dragon. She said for making me laugh. Yes, I got a dragon. Dragon. Yes. And she's an heiress, and Gordon pays 10 racks for conversation. Okay. So once we get past that, Mia was like, look. She was like, look, bottom line, I'm not getting a divorce. You are. So we talking about you. She said, well, to be fair, you said you considered it. She said, yeah, and I've been, Chef Food said, I'm being completely honest with y'all. Mia, you ain't been completely honest since you came on that show, baby. We still don't know how old you are. We don't. But she said, but you need to be more honest with yourself. Now, what was real cute was Ashley in the confessional trying to pop noise. You weren't popping peas at the table, but you're gonna get in the confessional talking about some, oh, Mia something because she tried to be a gold digger and it was fake. And what I got is real and genuine, and she got pyrite. Ma'am, you and Mia in the same position. It don't matter how you started out. So at the end of the day, the money that Gordon had when she got with him, it was real enough and she could spend it. When you got with Michael, his money was real, but you was on a short leash. That man had you dressing at Forever 21, Charlotte's, Roots, Dots, and Rainbow, and City Trends at the same darn time. You the one running around with outfits from Family Dollar and Dollar General on. Them little short sets that them people from the trailer park buy for their kids before they take them to summer camp. That's what you wearing. So you in the same position with her, baby. You can't even get a divorce because you can't afford to live on your own. You. Talking about she got pyrite. Mine is real and genuine. Is it? Is it now? This the same man when y'all split up before. Is it me or did he take her car? Because that's what I remember. So it looked like you and her got the same pieces of pyrite, darling. Y'all both got fool's gold. And you the bigger fool. Because you around here telling people if you leave, he ain't even got to pay you. So she tried it, but she tried and failed. Just like she tried and failed with that clear man money. Hello, good night. So, anywho, what she said. Then Mia made the comment about her gallivanting all around with Vernon. So then we get back to the Vernon conversation and Ashley. So we on Vernon and Ashley. Y'all, why Robert jump in for no apparent reason? Talking about, I just don't understand why Karen, why would you have him as your trainer and he's not a trainer? He's the ex-NFL. Why wouldn't you hire somebody who's the actual trainer? And so Karen was like, why is this upsetting you? And that's fair. You and Karen ain't even friends. Y'all barely speak to each other. What made you just magically try to make this about Karen? So it was like everybody wanted a moment. Everybody from Team Yellow wanted a moment and they all failed miserably. Hell, they ended up fighting with each other. Ain't that nothing? So Karen was like, look, this is what I'm doing for my health. This is what I'm doing for me. This is my decision. She said, and actually, I'm in great shape for a 60-year-old. Well, is it great shape or you just said you hit a heart condition? And so Karen was like, no, What I said was, I'm doing this so that I don't end up with one. And I got checked for it because heart conditions run in my family. She said, and you don't make comments like that about people's health. What's wrong with you? So Robert ended up looking really dumb. She said, I already told you why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want more muscle. I want to work on my inner thighs. And that's that. And Karen told her, she was like, girl, you're just jealous. And she is. Because Robert, you don't look nowhere near as good as Karen on your best day. On her worst day, you not her match. You look horrible. You're in terrible shape. You're not even that big, and your body look like old silly putty that's been sitting in the sun. It's sad. It's very sad. It really is. And you've only had 2 children, baby. Only. But anyway, so she was ready to keep going. Child, Candiace, Wendy, Mia, and them done started saying the inner thigh song. Do your inner thighs or something. And Karen Crazy Tail done jumped up dancing to the inner thigh song. And after they done started dancing to the inner thigh song, that was it. Robert, you're done. Your plan to make this about Karen and try to turn it into some kind of conversation about what Karen doing and Karen's eye candy and Karen's trainer. Girl, don't worry about what nobody doing in their marriage until you can prove to us you actually have one. Okay? Now that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now I got y'all's StreamYard in the chat in case somebody want to tell me what they think about this mess. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. And I'm gonna read some more of these comments. I feel like I'm missing something because y'all be saying all kind of stuff in these comments, and I'm missing things. Okay. Yolanda says, Ashley and Mia are the same. So I don't understand how Mia could call her a gold digger because she telling the truth. Hell, that's like saying I'm black, so I can't say you black. Take one to know one. And she called it. And she right. Don D say, anytime you frolic with a lady husband on the beach in public, you and air is, yo. You have to retype that one, baby. I can't count it. M. Guerrero says she really didn't know what to say. She didn't. Ashley didn't know what to say when that girl copped to it and said, yeah, I did. And this is why I said it. She didn't know how to respond to that. So what's ironic is Ashley made fun of Candiace for her family's generational wealth. Well, y'all know why she was mad. Baby, them trailer parks is a hard knock life. I'd have been mad too. Dr. J say he's paying on a car. Why not pay cash, Ashley? Because anytime she says something he don't like, all he got to do is stop the payments and she'll be on her feet. As my mama would say, pat and turn her. Pat your foot, turn the corner. Brown style, hey. Say, I agree. I was thinking the same thing by Ashley. If anything, Michael will leave her before she leave him. Hey, listen. Sister Underbridge done had that girl on a curve before. So I understand it. I do. Yolanda say, Robert better watch her vile self. This is why she getting her karma from Wandering Dixon. Y'all so tough. M. Guerrero say, right. I didn't understand why she threw Karen in there. She thought she was going to play Karen, but it always backfired. It did because everybody just turned it into a big joke and work your inner thighs. And Karen got up and was working her everything. Kelly say, Robert is built like a pile of dirty clothes. Yes, she is. Angry sea cow. Brandon Martin say, couldn't agree more. Rob could never compete with Karen. Can't. And that's one of the reasons why she mad. Wait, a capital T? Stop it, I say. Hey, Krista Jones. Y'all rough, man. Well, listen, that is Ric Flair. I don't know what's going on with that. Lisa, you've been saying this for months now, over a year. I don't know what's going on with it, baby. I don't. Karen look better than... Yes, she do. She do. Mm-hmm. You say you remember saying that. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I called her last week when she was laid up on that beach, looking like she was looking. Say, child, Robin the child excluder plays child defender. Huh? Oh, I get what you're saying. Because she excluded Wendy's kids and now she's trying to defend Giselle Churin against eyeballs and cell phones. That was so weird. You were looking at your cell phone and y'all smiled at each other. Okay, Rottweiler probably smell like a pile of dirt. Oh, y'all rough. That's right. Like button. Like this video. Like this video. Say happy Sunday, Krista Jones. Yes, I love me some Krista. Say actually got the fool's gold. That I don't say that word. They say you'll call them thing to you. I'm never saying that out loud. The blank said he was gonna sue her if he was on camera. I was crying laughing. Me too. And why did you call that man that? Man, look, that blue jumpsuit. I said, Robert, why? Why? So look, overall, because I got to get this out. Overall, this episode for me, like I said, 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.6 because of Kiana. Kiana is that girl. Baby, she know how to interject. She know how to feed and bring a different energy to the conversation rather than just adversarial. She was able to give an outside looking in viewpoint without trying to take a side, even though she's Wendy's friend. I thought that was, and Wendy and Candiace's buddy or whatever, I like that energy from her. That was cool. Definitely like the fact that when, Necronomicon started acting crazy, she cleared that heifer so quick, told her this mess was old and stale, and cruised right on by her. I say, this is what we ordered, and Necromancer is what we got. And I want a refund. I'm very angry about it. I'm very upset about all of it. I am. So anyway, as if that was not enough, I absolutely like Karen this episode too. Karen gave me my life this episode. When she told that heifer over there to that hot tub with their feet dangling in it, not the booty hole comment. That's the comment y'all had liked. But when she told her, you telling me I should have said kids is off limits, she said, you the mama. You full grown. You said. Because it is coming out. Because she was like, she ain't never seen Giselle shaking in her boots and stuff. Like, girl, you want to tell Wendy that I feel like you made that face and my kids come up, then don't you make a face? Say it. Because then Wendy gonna let you know you made faces when my children were mentioned. And when you stop, I'll stop. We equal. It ain't no different when I do it and when you do it. Okay? Brandon say, yes. I appreciate that Kiana prefaced it with from the outside looking in. I like that because it's good to acknowledge, like, I'm not really a part of this, and then literally stay neutral and just give a perspective from somebody who's not a part of the mess. I thought that was super cool. Super, super cool. Say Giselle don't want Wendy smoke because she can't keep up. Every time she try to go toe-to-toe with Wendy, Wendy's too intelligent, and it just highlights how ignorant she is. That's what be eating her up. She hates the intelligence on that lady. She truly, truly hates, despises the intelligence on that woman. That's what's eating her. That is indeed what is eating Gilbert's grape. That's what's tearing her up. That's why she can't get past it. That's why she can't get over it. It is really doing a number on her in real life. But I did, like I said, I like Karen this episode, child. Karen told her straight up, you do it. Hey, Shani.
What's happening, sis? Can you hear me?
Child, but I want to hear everything you got to say about these people.
I loved how the fact that everybody was shaking in their boots at the beginning of this episode when Wendy walked up there was like, what y'all talking about? What you talking about? You talking, you saying my name loud enough for me to hear it. Now I'm in your face. What's the deal?
Mm-hmm.
And it's cricket, and it I can hear the fish gobbling up the little other fish in the ocean before I hear anybody talking.
Girl, I heard the plankton.
Giselle shaking in her boots, right? Oh, we can talk about it later. Nah, you was talking about it 2 seconds ago. What's the deal?
But you know why she said that, right? Giselle wanted time to come up with an argument. She didn't have one.
You was
That's
talking.
Where the problem come in.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have no argument.
And like somebody said, little Robert Dixon, you talking about kids is off limits. You didn't feel that way about Wendy and her 3 children.
Hello.
No, they can't come to the family day. But oh no, they can come. But let a person that they barely know, who has no children, who probably hasn't hung out with 3 children at once, aka
Ken.
Candiace, bring them. But you and but their mother and their father got to stay home. What? You's a ditzy broad,
She nasty is what she is. She
a
nasty.
dumb, nasty, ditzy broad. How about that?
All that. All in parts. All in parts is. That's what was so funny about it to me. It was like you literally made it your business to exclude children from something that you claim was for family, and your complaint is somebody was looking at a cell phone and smiling. Girl, get the hell out of here. Oh, wait, Brown Style, where did Shannon go? Hey, Brown Style.
Can you
Shannon,
hear
if you
me?
out there, come back.
Hey,
Hey, girl, what's going down?
man, I just wanted to come say, hey, first of all, I didn't watch the show, but I was just thinking back to what you were saying about Ashley. And I remember after season 3, she said on Instagram or something like that, she was saying that Michael actually took her car. So he did take her car.
Okay, I
So,
thought I remembered
okay.
that. It was on the show when he came
Mm-hmm.
and he took that car and had her on her feet. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Divine
Had
Miss
her get
M.
her and had her get her stuff and put it in a black trash bag. Yeah. When he
Yes.
told her to
So
get
what, he
out.
helping her now for the babies? Since you got the kids, now I'm gonna help you out with a little something because you got to get the kids around because he ain't driving them around.
No,
Right.
not
He
gonna do
got
it.
stuff to do.
You
No.
see
Well,
how
and
he shut that camera off real quick?
soon as he saw the cameras, he meant that. I
She,
told, okay, was y'all here last year when I told y'all all of this divorce
Yes.
storyline was just so he didn't have to be on camera no more? Remember I said that to y'all?
Yep,
mm,
I remember that. I
I
was thinking the
called it.
same thing.
I called it. But last year, a lot of people didn't believe me. They wanted to make it all about the divorce. She ain't gonna get no money. He's gonna do this. She's gonna leave. I'm like, y'all so dumb. Why are y'all discussing something that's never gonna happen? This girl is not leaving him. She's a gold digger. She trying to get some money, but she ain't gonna get no money. Michael gonna leave. I'm like, y'all, why are y'all discussing scenarios that's never gonna happen? Y'all don't see when people playing in y'all face.
she getting a little
And
bit of
now
money
that,
now as opposed to zero if she actually do break out.
Right.
but but what's funny is y'all remember I called it from what it was, and the fact that I'm vindicated yet again. I was right. Y'all got to give me that one. Nitra was right this time. I
Exactly.
know I'm
Exactly.
crazy, but I was right this time. But y'all know what this says to me. This why it's a lot of Risa Tisas out there because y'all don't be seeing the play. This why it's
They
a whole community
don't.
full of Risa Tisas because
What's
when
a
people
Risa Pizza?
people's face, don't nobody see it. I'm looking like, okay, so you don't see this. Y'all don't
I'm
see it.
having I'm having a Kathy Hilton moment right now. What's a Risa Tisa?
Child, that's the lady that had that 50-part thing on TikTok about the man telling all them lies. Old Line Legion.
Oh, I missed that.
We'll have to catch you up later, girl. But yeah, so this why we have so many Risa Tisas. Because people tell outlandish lies, and instead of like analyzing the lie and calling it a lie, we start responding to the lie like it's a real scenario. That's what people did. Y'all know they did last year. Y'all don't remember that?
And Mia thought we was gonna respond to her lies this season about her being
Aries,
what the Candace call her, what
the
did she
stripper
say?
Aries, the
Yeah,
stripper Aries.
cause she getting the
Mm-hmm.
oh my
And
gosh.
see,
So
Brandon,
do you
okay, Brandon say Brown Style. Look at this and tell me if
let
Brandon
me
is right.
see.
He say, I think people didn't believe what I called. He say the people ain't believe what I called out about Ashley because she threw a red herring at the reunion about the prenup. But what, Brandon? Y'all couldn't tell that was a lie. Y'all couldn't tell that was a lie. We know
I like
everything.
little Dean
Wait,
Darby,
you
so I'm
dropped
hoping
down
she
for
gets
it. Can you
something.
hear me? Can you hear us
Yeah, we can
now?
hear you, baby. Yeah.
Okay.
I like Dean Darby, so I hope she get a little something for my man Dean.
Yeah, and I just think that people think Ashley is smart, but she's not as calculated as she tries to be. It's all the front. It's all the
She's
front.
a,
It's no way.
first
No.
off, she's smart enough to stay where the money resides because she don't want to be
Right.
back on the curb. Okay.
Right.
She
Under
was
the
smart
bridge.
enough. She
Cause who
was
paid for
smart
that house?
She was smart enough to tell a lie about a divorce. so that way she could and leveraged a deal with her husband so that he would finally buy her a house and let her move out that shoebox of a townhouse, penthouse. She was able to get all that done. So she got a house out of the deal. All she had to do was pretend she was getting a divorce. And when she saw, hold on, and then when she saw that some of us wasn't buying it, she made up this thing about, oh, that we did the prenup and I don't get nothing. She knew that was just enough to make a lot of people be so excited about hearing about her downfall that they wouldn't inspect the lie. They would never analyze the lie. And this is why I'm always saying people should not be so happy to hear about somebody's downfall. Even if you don't like a person, you so busy celebrating what you think is a downfall that they really playing you. The same thing going on with Portia and Shrek, and nobody believes me.
Oh, the crazy thing is that's what Phaedra just said on the reunion. She was like the difference between the married to the, how you call it, then the housewives. The housewives, they will root for your marriage to break up on the housewives.
But the thing is, it's not about the housewives and none of the rest of it. I'm talking about social media and black folks, period. When we don't like a person's character, whether it's jealousy or they're just a nasty person or whatever the case may be, once a large enough populace of our people don't like somebody, the minute we think we about to hear bad news, they go to celebrating the downfall of that person without even analyzing what you're hearing. That mess with Portia and Shrek, oh, people celebrate. Oh yeah, that's what she get. She did this. I'm like, y'all so dumb. Y'all know Portia lying a minute.
Yeah, then you see pictures of them chilling like 5 days before she threw out the divorce thingy.
Actually 6 days, and they were in Dubai. She was saying, "Be his piece, she his ride or die." All this and that. He mine. He up there posting. She mine. 6 days later, they tell y'all they getting a divorce, and oh, don't you change no paperwork and all this, and people so excited. All I'm getting at is, and I'm not even getting into the particulars of the story because it's stupid and it's a lie. And I've never been a stupid girl. I promise you that. People so busy celebrating downfall that you don't realize you're the butt of the joke. The audience is the butt of the joke when you fall for that stuff. I don't like the fake storylines and the fake lies and the stories and stuff, because then you're not even giving us what we're clocking in to watch. You make a product, we watch it. By us watching it, you make money. Why you keep giving us fool's gold? Give us the real story or get the hell off our screen. That's all I feel about it.
Did you say Robert Dixon's the only one that likes that moissanite?
No, she don't. That was not moissanite, baby. That was morganite.
That was a morganite?
Yeah, it was morganite. I don't think she liked it. That's what he went and got. He didn't ask her permission. He went and got that for her.
But why did her homegirl co-sign it though?
Look who her homegirl is. A whole garbage pail kid that Karen Huger just told her booty hole stank.
And you let your friend's husband buy that bullshit nagalagging ring.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, and then Robert let him put it on her.
Mm-hmm. And then was walking
problem.
around like she was flousing. And look at my ring, I'm engaged.
Ain't that sad? That's so sad. And instead of her focusing on that,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so I'm gonna ask you this. So, do you think that even though we all feel like Portia and Shrek are lying, do you think they're gonna do a better job of lying on RHOA versus Ashley and her little fake situation on Potomac? What you think?
I think Portia's gonna try to do a better job of lying. I feel like who's gonna poke holes in it? We just watched, Skenya Snores get away with a 25-year divorce with no paperwork. So who's gonna poke holes in it?
Those ATL girls, they do a much better job than RHOP, and that's just why I feel like outside of coming to see what you're talking about, I gave up on Potomac. I'm tired. Like,
okay,
fake storylines. No man.
Let me ask you this: so if they get rid of the necromancer and they get Kiana, if they make Ashley go away and bring in somebody else, and they get rid of either Robert or Rings, Would you come back to watching it?
See, maybe I would, and I'm feeling like from the way Ashley was talking on that little video she gave that this could be her swan song, but I definitely need them to get rid of either Giselle or Robin, because it's just like I'm
One of
tired
them
of
two
hearing
need
them.
to go,
Right.
Did
and
either one
They
of
need to
y'all like
go
a scholar?
stand on their own, by themselves without backup.
I'm with you. I need Ashley and either neck or shoulders. One
Did
of the
either one of y'all like a scholar?
yes,
She was
our scholar
cute.
was all right.
Yeah.
I like the scholar.
By the end of the season, I did give her name back because I took her name for the whole season. After she walked in the door pulling that crap with Karen, I heard you got a drinking problem. Like, girl, who the hell are you? You've been here 3 minutes tops, and you
That was
coming at
whack.
people
Yeah, that was
sideways
whack.
listening to that man. But she redeemed herself. So by the end of the season, she did earn her name back. Because if y'all recall, she was Azkaban, she was Ishkabibbles, she was
Alaska.
Runback, she was Awkward, she was Aardvark, she was everything but her name.
Because maybe they can bring her and let the K girl stay.
I wouldn't mind a scholar. I don't know what kind of drama it would be. She's not somebody who really activates scenes. She's very pretty. She's very she's more like a balanced person. Like you could bring her in to balance out some live personalities, but she's gorgeous. She has a cute family, but I feel like that's not really exciting. It's like with me with Monique Samuels. I felt that way about Monique. Monique was beautiful. I actually liked to look at her. She was a good little mama. Her family was cute. They had coin, but it wasn't exciting.
Really?
I liked her better on The Housewives than the other show.
Which show?
You don't like for us to throw out the names of other shows, so that's why I'm not throwing it out. I liked her better on The House.
You mean Medicare?
No, the Love and Marriage.
DC.
Oh. I didn't like her on that at all. I preferred her better on The Housewives.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never watched the Love and Marriage stuff. I don't mind if you mention it. I'm just not gonna watch it. I can't give commentary on something I don't watch.
Yeah, I know.
I started to try. I was gonna try to watch initially. I was going to try to initially watch DC just to try and support Monique, but it was just I knew it was gonna be boring. Like I started getting drowsy and started yawning, just reaching for the remote to do it. I just couldn't.
You saved a lot of hours of your life then. Good. You ain't missed nothing.
I knew I couldn't take it. Like there was no point in me fooling myself. I knew I couldn't take it. Some stuff I'll try, just for the strength of, let me at least try, but I knew it wasn't gonna work.
I'm cracking up. She said Ashley gives $2 hoe every single time. Like a $2.
But it was the way but this was the problem with that, Shannon. I thought she was about to compliment that girl. She was like, Ashley normally bring $2 hoe. So I'm sitting there like, okay, here we go. Okay, now you're gonna give us some props. She's like, she bringing color. I was like, yes. And plastic. I say, ooh. She said, now she looked like a Chiquita $2 hoe banana. I said, hey.
Who said Mia? Mia told Ashley that.
No,
that's what Candiace said about Ashley.
Candiace said in her confessional.
Let me run it back to you again, Brown Style, because I know you don't watch. So Ashley wanted to have some kind of Havana Nights party at her house, but the smoke had you remember when the smoke had blanketed New York and the Northeast or whatever coming out of Canada, so she had to cancel her party. So Robert had told everybody to bring your outfits that y'all were gonna wear to that party, and we gonna redo her party over here in the Dominican Republic. So everybody was wearing what they were supposed to wear to this girl birthday party for the Havana Nights. Ashley wanted people half naked and dancing around or whatever, or wearing as little clothes as they comfortable wearing and come to her party. So everybody gets dressed up. People were halfway cute. Her and Giselle really were the only ones that looked ridiculous. Giselle had on this big girl. Giselle had on this dress looked like a solid gold dancer, like she stole it out Marilyn McCoo closet, and it had like these big circular mirror. These big circular disco mirror ball things on there, and that's when she was up there trying to dance around, trying to do this stiff grind situation. I don't know whether that would be a grift, a signed. It was a stiff grind, whatever.
That's when everybody can smell her.
No, everybody didn't, but Karen said that's when Karen said she smelled her booty hole was stank. And then, but while Giselle is up there, doing her stiff grind, and like Brandon say, trying to pop it, Ashley came out and she had this real sad plastic looking feather boa, multicolored feather boa around her shoulders, girl, and some type of top with some booty shorts. Like she was trying to dress like she was going to carnival, but it was like some kind of plastic Crayola crayon carnival.
Trying to dance like she was at carnival, and it looked horrible.
But listen, so that's when Candiace was like, now you know what? I know Ashley normally look like a $2 hoe. So I'm like, oh, she gonna give her a compliment. She said, but this time she bringing color and plastic. I say, oh.
Ooh.
And then she said, and now she looked like a Chiquita $2 whole banana.
Not a Chiquita $2.
She said Ashley gives that 99% of the time.
She didn't lie. She ain't telling no lie.
She said a Chiquita $2 whole banana and took the air out of me. And it was the fact that Ashley was trying to do this samba move or whatever, trying to dance the samba real fast like she was in carnival. And girl, them little flat, sad, deflated, gelatinous cakes behind her look so sad. And
it was
girl,
not.
You know what it put in the mind of Brown Style? Because I know you didn't see it. You remember the parable in the Bible about the 5 lean cows that ate the 5 fat cows? She looked like them cows. Do. She looked like them famine cows. Like if you can imagine a cow in a famine, it was like that.
You remember? What's that movie? Beverly Hills Cop. How my man said it's not sexy.
I mean,
it's not sexy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what it looked like. I'm trying to give my sister a visual. I ain't studying about what they said. Think about a cow in a famine, Brown Style.
A cow.
That meat was just bad. It wasn't bubbling. It wasn't jiggling. It was just flopping. I said,
girl,
how you that small and your butt just flopping like that? Hey.
This is a new low for Ashley. This is a new low.
Yeah, it wasn't sexy Brown Style at all.
But let me tell you, I thought Candiace was about to give her a little bit of a small pat on the back and was like, normally 99% of the time, normally she be giving $2 hole. I thought she was gonna really let the girl just have this one. It didn't. And then, girl, this is what made it even worse. After all of that, and they did all that old fake feeling bull crap, Giselle run to get this piece of flat cake. I don't know what that was, with some type of sparkler in it, and almost set the girl on fire.
Almost set her on
fire. Knowing she was wearing all that plastic and synthetics and flammable stuff, and she gonna let the thing tip over and almost light that girl up like a Roman candle at that table.
Brown Style, she was blowing the candle out behind the chair. She was standing up behind the chair trying to blow the candle out.
First of all, that girl had every right to run. If you sitting over there covered in all kind of petroleum products and some crazy ditzy heifer in a solid girl dancer dress, try to light you up, you gonna run behind a chair too. You probably would have ran all the way in the house. That's not wrong.
So is this episode worth skipping, or should I watch it tomorrow?
Don't watch the episode. I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna help you out. Okay. Go on Instagram. Go to either Peach Report or Bravo Shade Room and just watch the clips of the scenes that was worth watching, because there was a lot of filler stuff that you're not gonna want to go through. Now, my argument is giving a good description, girl. The upper body looked healthy and normal. The lower half was the famine. It was the famine. See, this was that. See, this right here is that vision, what the king had, that Joseph had to, interpret. That's what this was.
Please don't send that person to the corner. Please don't. Do not send that last comment to the corner. They don't deserve it.
My argument is just help me explain where the famine came in, because the famine was on the lower calf. The famine was about to eat the healthy cows at the top. It was not okay. That was them lean cows at the bottom. It was not okay.
What else was the funny part? I know I was cracking up about something else in that episode. I can't think right now. Damn.
So anyway, What y'all got to think about this mess with the necromancer trying to pick a fight with Kiana? You think she feels threatened by Kiana? Do y'all think she Kiana was brought there to take her spot? Why is she being so active with Kiana?
I think it's a losing battle, and Kiana, she gives me a little bit of spice. You know what I'm saying? Necromancy just give me like powder dust. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they cast the wrong girl, and I feel like necromancy knows it. She know it.
Get rid of her and bring
get rid of Ricky Ticky Tabby, like you said, sis. Let's go on and get rid of her.
Get rid of her. Get her out of here.
Cute. She can dress and she can fight. She can pop you in the mouth. That's a lethal combo for me. That's something I want to see on TV. Okay, yes.
And the fact that she cute and she dressed nice and her shape cute and she, you know.
And we might get to see her husband more than one episode.
And, you know, and her husband look nice. And, you know, he don't have a mohawk and ashy ankles. All them things matter to me. Those are the things that matter.
And, you know, I feel like when they showed Necromancy's sister, I would have rather had her sister than her, because I was just like,
said the same thing. Like, why we didn't get
on? Girl. Like, your sister on TV like that looking like, crazy.
Listen, the necromancer is like the Wish version of her sister.
Yes. Why the DH Gate version, honey.
The Temu version.
Hello.
The Alibaba version. Why we didn't get that one? I'm like, she pretty. She well spoken. She don't seem corny. Why we didn't get her?
Girl, I was like, they miscast. But you know what they paying for? Because that's why that season is giving powder dust to me. It's not.
Child, that's what happened when you go get Jeepers Creepers baby sister and put on the camera. Only thing you gonna get like. She looked like she got that truck somewhere.
Where'd you get those keepers?
Like she got that truck somewhere. Like if she catch you slipping, she gonna throw you down that pipe and stitch you to that wall.
You got that song in my head.
You did that to yourself. Hey, Vet, all the way from Birmingham, UK. Thank you for being 142, sis. But yeah, all that dust on her, and the fact that she keep wearing that mortuary number 5 foundation, and it's like the wigs have gone from bad to worse. She will not take them, girl. She won't take them animal skins off her head for nothing.
Like you said, she looked like her. What did you say? You said her wig looked like it's been cleaned at 8 mansions. Girl, I've been dying ever since. Like, it's true. And where's the money? Where's the opulence?
I know she called herself a rich female dog, and it's looking like she told some rich lies.
What law does she practice?
I don't know.
She's a lawyer.
We know, but it don't matter. You think every lawyer has a bunch of money?
No, I'm just trying to. I wasn't even talk about money. I haven't seen her practice any law.
I'm just saying, period. Like, I doubt she gonna come on here and lie about a law degree. I'm sure she has the JD. My point is, where is the money?
Where's the coin? Yeah.
Where is the point?
Because you are living in an unfurnished mansion.
With no microwave, girl. The microwave
and you're the grand dame.
But you want to be the grand dame on the outskirts of Potomac, Kiss Currency.
And you opening wedding gifts 3 years later.
I mean, that happens. You know, she wasn't pressed to open it. That part don't get me. The part that get me is the money. Where is the money? You don't have a stove and you don't have one decent wig to your name. We saw her in Austin with that synthetic wig, the wig that she had rubbed grease in, because ain't nobody gonna tell me she didn't put grease or oil sheen on that synthetic wig that she wore when she had on that Dora the Explorer outfit. And that gentleman asked her to get off that stage over there to that drag show and cuss that out.
I remember that. I remember that.
Gone.
Is Ike giving the money to the other young woman over in the school?
I don't know. I already told you that's what the children said. Now I don't know whether it's true, but the children are saying they've been saying that. I told y'all that from the beginning of the season. Matter of fact, I showed you what the young girl typed. I pulled it up on this screen. Y'all don't forget because I did.
That's what I said. That he was messing with the chicks. Is that where the money at? That's why she ain't
And
got
the
no money for
other,
furniture.
and the
No. That baby did not say he messing with chicks. That baby said he is taking her money and paying them young girls over to the University of Maryland. You understand? To do the horizontal poker. Now that's what the children's saying. Now y'all know I can keep the gossip straight. They ain't say nothing about, oh, he just messing around. They said he was buying coochie. Now that's what the children said. Now I don't know if it's true.
Poor and the Crochets ain't got no furniture. Dang.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know, but she says she rich, so it shouldn't matter what he doing with his money. She say she rich. She say her daddy rich.
Oh,
she got Giselle saying that they from real African royalty. Mind you, according to her, your daddy was a Nigerian immigrant taxi driver, so I guess they from the kingdom of taxi. Because how you royalty and you a taxi driver? Was he the royal taxi driver?
Mm.
Who managed to go to school like everybody else and better his life and work hard and get to the top of his field. That
working for McDowell's.
No, ain't saying nothing about no McDowell's. This man is now a cardiac surgeon and he's propelled himself to the top. That's the story I want to hear about. I don't want to hear about no BS stories about no African royalty and titles and who didn't pay for them when you had to. That's the story we want to hear about. You belong.
See, that's what they missing. That's what they missing. Girl.
Thank you.
Instead of
that's
talking
the story
about
we want to hear.
and,
you come from hard work.
Inappropriate. Right.
And she got mad. And she got mad properties all over the place.
But we don't know what's true because this girl says she rich and we ain't seen no money. All I'm saying is all that fake stuff to the side, you got a real story here. Why are we not hearing the real stuff? Why we ain't seen you sit down with mama and them so we can get the real deal, the real lowdown? How mama run her house over there? You know, where y'all really come from. We want to know what happened. How y'all ended up in Beloit, Wisconsin? Why are you trying to give us a fake California accent? Because you did high school in Beloit. Why we can't get the story about who you was back then, girl? Throw in some of them funny pictures where them people saying that you really wasn't wearing your foundation back then. They said you was trying to wear white girl makeup back then. Bring them pictures. Let's see. But instead of her being real, this girl literally gave us none of her own personal story. When she finally told us a little bit about who her father was, I was excited. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she late, but she gonna give us something. Hey, Stoner Gaming, she late, but she gonna give us something on, hey, my daddy is the bomb.com, because this where he started, this where he went. That joker went straight to the top like a rocket, and I'm gonna be just like my daddy. And you know what I'm saying? Like, give it to me, stunting like my daddy. You know what I'm saying? That would have been lit. But she didn't do that.
See, and that's the big problem with Potomac, with Giselle and Robin. It's just like, instead of them talking about sex I'm sorry, I meant to say it the other way, but like, why don't you just talk about real life? Like, you being inappropriate. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. Just give us a real storyline, girl.
Yeah, and they won't do it. I feel like Giselle could have told more the truth, and she would have been more interesting from day one. She came in. She came in with them, Hunts Point hooker wigs, and I have a pedigree, but we didn't even really get the lowdown on the family story. Tell us about Daddy Graves, the colorist.
Girl, she ain't got no pedigree. Her wig ain't got no scalp.
But that's what I'm saying.
With the bang yang yangs.
But my thing is, tell us about your daddy. Tell us about his work in the civil rights. Give us a little history on it. You could have gave us some of the scandal. You could have let us know that, yeah, my daddy did do some messed up stuff. He was around here calling women and Aunt Jemima. You know what I'm saying? I don't really try to move like that, but your daddy did that. Why didn't we get the story from you instead of having to get it in the street that your mama and them ain't never want you to marry J Maul? Why we ain't get that? Why you ain't talk about the nervous breakdown and the fact that when you married this Negro, he already had somebody pregnant and you broke down and almost didn't go down the aisle? Why we didn't get that personal story?
Yeah, exactly.
None
Absolutely. Yeah.
of
A
it.
real stuff. Honest, and not fake. Like instead of lying on people's husbands, just tell us what's really real.
Listen,
Girl.
let me tell you something else that
Mhm.
got me, that gets me still. Y'all know I'm a Joyce fan. I can't stand Candy, but I love Joyce.
Me too. I
And
love Joyce.
what I love about Joyce is we didn't just get to know her little dry, boring, take the carry away daughter. We got to know something about Joyce too. Joyce was one of the, she was the extra housewife. She was the plus one. Why we didn't get Giselle mama's story? Why we didn't get how she had to try to scuff it, after the daddy done ran off and left her high and dry? Why we didn't
That's
get some of that? Why
right.
we didn't get to know a little bit about your mama? See, we done got to know Dot. People got a problem with Dot. With Candace mama, I love Dot. I've always loved Dot. Why we didn't get to know Giselle mama?
And see, that's the thing. I know a lot of people don't like Candace, but I feel like the right amount of being high strung, because she's open to showing everything. Like you said, we need Giselle and Robin. We need those real storylines. Like, who is Giselle's mom? We never even knew she had like other siblings until somebody found it on Instagram or something. Like, they gotta stop hiding things because
They
it's
really do.
boring.
They really do. And right, it makes it boring. It makes it unwatchable. It makes it uninteresting because it's uninspired. Look what Koku's saying. Wendy got a ring upgrade in production. Don't want to show us. That hand been looking heavy.
What? See, sure, they gonna
All
be
this
that.
personal story, and they're missing it. The fact that they let Robert get away with this man had going on excursions to hotels and laundromats and nail shops. Oh my. You let her hide that and make up stories about Karen.
Girl,
Right,
that
Trey,
makes
or the
y'all
fact that she was
sad.
in the mental hospital because of that stuff Jamal was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not talking about that? Like,
Yeah, production. They must be close with production because it's no way. It's something is going on behind the scenes. They don't make
and
any
they
sense.
keep giving us a lackluster show and trying to figure out why we don't want it.
And no, and those ratings are horrible. I think one week it was like when I looked on TVDs, it was like maybe a little bit
And
over
but they
six
you
hundred
see,
fifty thousand.
and they won't stop. They see it's not working and they will not stop.
Not won't stop.
I don't understand. I've never seen people this dedicated to failure.
That's basically what it is.
What Cat Williams
Committed.
told Shannon Sharp, you have an unusual alliance to losers.
It's to
Like, why
losers.
are y'all so dedicated to failure? Why? Who
Do
does
you
that?
think? Let me ask you, sis. Do you think they're trying to tank the show?
I've been thinking that about RHOA. I really, if I'm being honest, I don't think they want to tank Potomac. What I think is that they gambled. I think that they felt like, and this just again my opinion, just only I don't want nobody to say, Nitra, you wrong in the comments. Like, you don't get me. You could tell you don't agree, but please don't y'all attack me. I ain't gonna care if you do, but please don't. I think that they saw that the ratings were already down. I think that the people that they wanted to pick to be fan favorites were not. And I think that they felt like we're going to give it one more season to see if we can spin it and turn the crowd in the favor of the people we want them to like. We're going to take that gamble and see if it works. And I think that the evidence of that is being shown with production. How production is trying to like bring out evidence to support the lies that and the revisionist history that Giselle, Robert, Ashley, and Mia are telling. And I think at this point they see that it's not working. It did not work. This season is almost completed. You've already filmed your reunion and you see that it did not work. And the proof that they know it didn't work was Andy going on the Kelly Clarkson show with Wendy and Candiace. You didn't have a choice because you were not able to flip anybody. The audience, if anything, were even more cemented with the opinion that either neck or shoulders got to go. Ashley should have been gone. We want Kiana, and please don't bring the necromancer back. Like they literally said, production is gonna work with y'all. We're going to throw in the necromancer and her coonskin cap. And we're going to try to work it from that angle to see if y'all can flip the crowd against these two black ladies. And it didn't work.
Because you know what, sis? I agree, because I would have thought that, like, they would have saw the aftermath of season 7 and maybe wised up. But it's just like they just kept
They didn't want to
going.
let it go. They didn't want to let it go. I think that production and the executives, just like Neck and Shoulders, were mad because their card got pulled with their bias and discrimination against black women by the black women in their audience, and they wanted to blame Candiace and Wendy for it. I think they were pissed off because they got called on it, because you've been called a racist before, and now you're allowing this to go on, and you're promoting it, and you're assisting them, you're aiding and abetting in what they're doing. And so I think they were like, okay, if we just back off, we're admitting to it. We're going to double down. We're going to use production. We're going to bring in, a coonskin cap wielding necro, and we're going to make this work. Exactly. We're going to double down on it. We're going to make it work. We're using somebody from the exact same ethnic group to bring in the xenophobia. It's going to work. And it didn't.
Yeah, because
it didn't. They failed.
No, they sure did. Immediately.
Yep. Right. Hey, Louise and JB. Okay. And Miriam says, even production get put in Giselle's second chair is to get people talking so they can have high ratings for the reunion. That's exactly what they're doing. It is a manipulation. And you know what's so irritating? Oh, Shannon say her son came home. She had to drop off. Okay, sis. What's even more irritating with that is that a lot of people did fall for it. Y'all know I'd be pissed off when people fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Oh, they sending a message to Giselle. They are not. They are not sending a message to her. I'm sure they had a conversation with her beforehand. Like, look, we got to do this. Let the people get excited. What I just said, when we don't like a person, everybody gets so excited to celebrate what you think is their downfall. And a lot of times the people who want to manipulate you, they play into that to placate you, to pacify you, to shut you up so that they can continue with their agendas. I'm just telling y'all. Ray say probably because G as hell don't want her daughter to know the type of woman she really is. I think it's more or less because she's nasty and she likes to run unchecked. Because Bravo, NBC Universal, and the production company has been allowing her to do that. They've been allowing her to run unchecked. So now she take it personal anytime you check her. It's like a little kid that you ain't never spanked or put on punishment. The first time you say go stand in the corner on timeout, they gonna swear up and down that you done ripped the skin off their back. You're killing them.
Yeah, and Bravo's just they're letting her run amok. I even heard Carlos King. I was watching and I know you don't really watch Carlos King, but even he said he had talked to one of the producers over there, and they were like, "Y'all need to reel her in," and they were like, "No, it's fine. What she's doing is fine." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'll probably be checking out for season 8 because I don't want to see that.
But you know what's funny? What's funny is Carlos' silly, goofy tail, squirrel-looking tail, set up there talking about, oh, he was the one saying they sending a message to Giselle. They are not, Carlos. They are not. Either you're underestimating these people or you're as big of a liar as they are.
Right.
They're not sending no message. No. Now, the second half of what he said, which was he felt like they were also trying to send a message to the audience. I believe that part is accurate. But the message
this a recent video?
Yeah, it was recent. It was after they announced the seating. Okay. But to that end, it was sending a message to the audience, but it was sending a false flag. You're trying to pacify the audience by saying, we hear you. See, we're gonna knock her off her high horse. See, you can celebrate because the lady that you know hates you and hates the image of you. We're showing you that we're bringing her down. No, you're not. She's gonna get the same money. And I'm sure you told her, look, this is what we got to do in order to placate these people because they really want you gone.
Yeah. Because it's giving damage control to me, especially with Andy. Because I've never seen Andy, not saying that he hasn't done that, but I've never seen Andy on like a press
with the two girls that you were out to get.
Yeah, or the girls that you said every year they tell the audience is saying fire you on Twitter. Like, girl, I've never seen him.
And he's on there with Candiace, girl, on Kelly Clarkson with Candiace and Wendy.
Like, we see you, okay,
girl, and he was so phony. sitting up there talking about some. What I love about these two ladies is their intelligence. No, that's the thing that y'all envy and hate the most, is that they're intelligent and you cannot play games with them. They know how to stay laser focused on what the topic of a conversation is. You're not able to play in their faces. And if you get into a verbal jousting match with either one of these ladies, you are going to lose.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Now, did you hear that thing? Because I didn't, I'm going to tell the truth. I did not listen to what Ashley said in her recording after filming the reunion. Now, I did see the clip of Wallan. I did see the clip, the little picture of the ladies after the reunion, you know, Team A.
And this team for success.
Yeah, this team.
Oh, I saw that.
Right. So Candiace, Karen, Kiana, and Wendy went out after the RHOP filming and put success at Karen Huger, at the real Candiace, at Kiana Stewart, New York. They having drinks, they clanking glasses and whatnot. Okay, success is what they said. Okay. So I knew something had done went down. And then with the whole Ashley thing, okay. And so with that, I was like, I saw somebody in the comments was saying like, did I think that means she wasn't going to be working there? I don't know what that means, because what we have seen from the people who run Potomac, the showrunners over at Potomac, that they don't really care what the crowd wants. They just do what they want to do. Did you hear what Ashley said in her recording, or you want me to play the audio?
I did, and I can't remember all of it, but I did hear it, and I was like, I'm thinking maybe more so she got ate up versus they're gonna let her go, because I just don't think they're gonna let her go. I remember reading that book.
Yeah, because even if they wouldn't have told her at the reunion, right?
Yeah, like they sent out contract papers, but like right before they start filming, or maybe a month or two before, and they just filmed the reunion.
Right, there's no way, right? But this is what she said for the people that missed it. Hold on.
I want to tell you guys that this season was very challenging for me. I appreciate your support. There were things going on in my personal life that I wasn't able to share, unfortunately. And then even some of the dynamics in the group were a little challenging for me. More on that a little later, but I just wanted to check in. Thank you all for your positivity. This has been a great journey. Who knows what's to come on it, but I love y'all, and I appreciate you so much.
So that's what she had to say on her little thing. Now, to be honest, I didn't get that from, I'm finna get fired. That ain't what I got from that. What I did get was some victim posturing, because how was the season tough for you? Because you wasn't in the middle of none of the conflicts. You kept inserting yourself. Dynamics in the group. Candiace was very cordial. She didn't come after you at all. Candiace was going back and forth with Giselle and them, and you kept, again, inserting yourself. So I'm like, what was so tough for Candiace? Something must have went down at that reunion.
Yeah, she must have got ate up in receipts. Probably got pulled. That's what I'm most likely guessing. Because like you said, she loves to do her little victim thing. Because she is black. Okay. She always gives me that. Because remember how she'll argue with you, and then she'll be like, well, why are you so aggressive? Why are you so loud? Like,
yeah.
So that's why I don't like Ashley. Never have.
Me either. I never liked her from day one. I always thought she was just real scuzzy and dingy. I never liked her.
Like you said, a barfly.
That's all I ever got from Ashley was nasty little dingy. She like, ugh. And then when I saw the mama, it made sense. But I must say, as piteous, and I do mean piteous and not pitiful, as piteous as Sheila is, something about me has a soft spot for Sheila, and I just can't tell you why.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. It's like I can't put my finger on it.
That's interesting. That's the first time I've heard that. I do hear people say they have a soft spot for Ashley, but it's interesting to hear you say you have a soft spot for her mom, Sheila.
I do. And I think because I would like to know more of Sheila's story. I'm more interested in Sheila than her. And I think I had mentioned to y'all before, like that's one of those weird anomalous things with me, Usually when I can't stand a person, for whatever reason, I like their mama. And I don't know what that's about. But
Okay.
with Sheila, I can't say that I just like, oh, I like her. I like her. But I have a soft spot for her. I feel like there's more to Sheila's story. Something caused Sheila to end up on drugs.
Yeah.
Something caused Sheila to end up in the condition she was in.
Cause and effect.
Right. The extreme poverty that she raised that child in. What was up with that? The fact that she had that baby with that clear man and he literally wanted nothing to do with her or that child. Did not help her. The family didn't render any help because we remember we were watching the show when she finally tracked the family down and all that stuff. So it was like, there's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on here. And I feel like it's right under the surface, but it's so much that's not being said. And I think what makes me feel that way is too, when you watch Sheila, Sheila got some full of crap to her. She got some full of crap to her. But it's something in her that's like, I feel like she got a good heart in there. I feel like it's something genuine in Sheila. I just think that Sheila's just a victim of her circumstances. I don't know why I feel that way about that lady. I just feel like if we could ever get her talking, we could find out what put her there. Like, what's your story, girl?
I would like to know that too. You know what? And I would also like to know about Michael's older children. I would be curious.
Me too. And they mama.
And they never talk about it.
Because he got full-grown children. He got his first set of kids and they mama.
That's why I say the day he shut his eyes before Ashley can get a piece of anything, baby, them kids running up for their piece. Girl.
I'm telling you.
And like you said, the ex-wife too.
Brian said situations in life got the best of her. Yeah, Brian, you're right, bro. Situations in life got the best of Sheila. Thank you for being like 150. I'm telling you, I feel like Sheila got a story. I don't know why I feel that way. I would honestly pay a little money to sit down and talk to Sheila. I would.
I would love to hear it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to her lying bulb head daughter. But I want to talk to Sheila. I do. Sheila, girl, sit down. What happened? Where it started at? What's your story? I feel like Ashley has strategically made sure that we got almost none of Sheila's story. I've been watching.
Yeah, I know, because I'm curious like you. I'm like, what happened for under the bridge? Something had to happen.
Well, see, she didn't take the child under the bridge. My understanding, I heard that the child stayed with the grandma. Sheila was under the bridge with a man. Lord, he say, I don't think we can call them ATM and money bag yo no more. That mama ain't secure the bag. Oh no, they still ATM and money bag yo, because them boys gonna get paid. Them is Michael Churn.
Yeah,
they look just like they daddy. He can't lie.
Oh, those are his for sure.
Them his turn. They his. Lord knows they his. Girl, can you imagine Michael Darby going to the courtroom lying, talking about they ain't mine? I believe the judge will fly across that bench like that man flew across that bench at that judge. Remember that dude that turned the Spider-Man? Jumped on the
girl.
The judge will turn the Spider-Man, jump across that bench on Michael. You let Michael walk and say, these ain't my children. That judge.
Twins. They twinning.
Triplet team. Because them children look just like him.
No, oh yeah, that was his.
Them sure. His children. I don't even like Ashley, and I got him back on that one. He better not never tell that lie. Them your children, sir. Hey, David Garcia. On that day, Ashley gonna have one black Annie. Them is your children.
Children.
Hell yeah, say the kids and the way they already act. I don't think Ashley gonna get nothing out of them when they get it either. I mean, they don't have to, long as you know they get the money. But I believe they'll look after their mama. She looked after Sheila. They'll look after her. Yeah, that man got 4 grown children. And where is their mama? What happened with him?
That's what I want to know. That's what I really want to know.
Stoner game and say, if he tell that lie, I'm going to the courthouse for the next court appearance and I'm filming. Girl, all us need to be out there with our shoes off. He better not lie and say them kids ain't his. And you gonna take care of them.
Each one. Both
of
them.
That whole package, that's you.
Very last one.
You up there crawling on top of that girl, putting worms in her. You finna take care of them children.
Oh.
Sitting up there with your old self. Every time she get out the bed, there's talcum powder everywhere. Them your kids. You know them old people, they be leaving them that their skin be powdering off on the sheets and stuff.
Cause isn't he like 65? He's
65.
old.
That man look like he 85. How old is Michael? Michael is 10 days younger than Methuselah.
Mr. Burns.
Montgomery Burns.
Sorry.
That girl worked hard for that money. She earned every penny.
Every last dime.
I don't get no money from him, but he pay this, he pay this, he pay that. We got a joint bank account and a credit card. Girl, you still is with that man and you was spending his money as you should. As you should. If at any point he crawls on you and leave all them skin flakes on your sheets, you supposed to get paid.
Absolutely. I was like, get the bag. Get the bag. You deserve the bag.
Ain't no other reason to do that. Ain't another reason in creation to let that come anywhere near you. Like people talking about, Porch, you married that man for money. Why else would you marry Shrek?
Exactly. There's no other reason.
Name one reason other than money that you'd marry Shrek. I already told y'all if it had been me, I'd have went to that house and broke every light bulb in that mug and taped black garbage bags to the windows. We gonna be in here feeling the walls. Don't you turn on no lights. No, you lay when I'm dead. I'd have broke off the heel of my shoe and busted every light bulb in that sapsucker. You wait outside till I get these windows taped up. That's what you do.
Oh my God. You need to be put in an eternal corner because you have me dying.
I'm telling the truth. Girl, I might have even screwed the light bulb out the Frigidaire. Don't you even light that up. Nothing. I might walk in there and scare the pee out myself. You keep these lights off. You don't marry no man look like that or that old like that unless you getting some money. What else you heard what Karen told her? Well, you might not have been watching because when they first asked about, did you marry him by some money? Are you not getting a divorce on account of money? Karen was like, I would hope that's at least half the reason. Because what other reason is there?
Exactly. Why else would you be there?
He say the lights ain't enough to hide texture is when you feel that you in the dark yourself. First of all, I can pretend it's anybody. You could pretend it's a Sasquatch. You could pretend it's anything you want. Just don't reach and touch that face. Know that. But what you're not gonna be doing is walking around looking at me looking like that while I'm looking at you. No.
Daylight where I can see.
Night light, daylight, moonlight, nothing. Take the window. Hell no.
Well, sis, I enjoyed y'all. I'm about to drop down and get ready for bed, but I really enjoyed y'all.
Girl, I enjoyed you too. I'm finna go to bed too. I ain't gonna go to bed. Let me not tell that tale. I am not going to bed. I'm finna find me a nice Nollywood movie and watch and relax. Girl, I don't know if you watch Nollywood, but I don't know if y'all watch Nollywood, but Mr. Ibu died. So RIP to him. I meant to mention that. But I'm finna find me a nice Nollywood picture and I'm finna watch it. Since ain't nobody else come up, Shannon had to go. My brown style had to go. Now I'm finna go. Okay. So, you know what I'm finna tell y'all. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you hit that bad boy on the way out. All right. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time we go live over here on this good channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed because you know we'll be happy to have you here. And if you want to hit the join button, it's beneath the left-hand side of your screen. Hit your join button if you want to put your crown on top of your head. We got your membership link in the description box if you don't have a join button. And also in the description box, We have the link for our Royal Family merchandise store so you can get your own crown gear. We got our classic black and gold and our new emerald crown designs. Also, we have the link for our Amazon storefront so we can shop together. And my wish list in case y'all want to send a girl a snack because you know how snacks now. All right. So listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Sweet dreams for your prayers. Thank you so much to my dear sisters who supported the stream. That was Dr. J 1913. It was God's Child. And I think that was it. Yeah, God's Child and Dr. J 1913. Thank y'all for supporting the stream. I appreciate all y'all being here tonight. So, like I said, sweet dreams, say your prayers, enjoy the rest of your night. And remember, if no one else says it to you, God loves you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later. Bye.